It's actually, funnily enough, a ZVZ series. Yeah, we'll keep it bottom. Why not? There we go. Game number 1. Zerg versus Zerg series to start things off. Alrighty, here we are. First game is on Alcyone. Bottom left-hand corner, representing Matcherino in the red. Give it up for Demi. Formerly on Matcherino. His opponent in the upper right in the blue from Berserker Esports. Give it up for Demaga. We have a Ukrainian Zerg up here. The number 1 Indian Zerg in bottom left. All the money. Shrew. A move. Can't believe I lost the original A move, the green Ultra Stone. No, I've been A moved again. I need to find that. Look through my clips. It's happened like 3 times and it's been months. It is going to be a 15 pool. Was that actually a 15 pool? No, Demi 12 pool, 100%. What am I on about? We got a 12 pool versus a hatch first from Demaga. Oh no. No. He's about to be A moved. Yeah, this is just going to be a hatch behind it. So he's just going to put the wings out to force it cancels the game plan. Maga knows how to deal with this stuff. It can always get close with a 12 pool opener. See, guys. Pool is done. The lings are coming out. And will this be scouted? I believe so. Look at this. The Maga's right in position. Scout this out. The Overlord and even ready to check the drones. It was a hatch first. Kind of getting an eye on the build. I like. Tommy likey, Tommy want wingy. That's all I can say. Alright, lings are going across the map. Going full send, but the spawning pool is finally about to finish. Lings will just be started by the time these Zerglings of Demis are going to make it across the map. However, Demaga is going to have that gas lead. So he could potentially get metabolic boost faster. A Baneling Nest. Etc, etc. Probably gonna go speed if I was to guess. He made to say fuck it and go right into roaches. I love how he pulled the drone right away. That was actually really good. For Demaga. Saving the drones is good. Typically, I mean, you don't always have to, but typically you want to pull some drones and do it, but it's just 6 things, nothing crazy. You can just wait for them to go. It's just gonna be a little damage to the hatch. And in a way, I feel this just kind of favors Demaga. This game's in Demaga's favor right now. The drone count's higher. The gas is higher. He's got queens out already. Etc, etc. Well, actually, there's 1 queen out for Demi, but he's just going to have 1 more inject. That's about the only advantage he's got from how this played out. Alright, let's see what we get, guys. Zorglings. A moving. Alright. Demaga's just going into a Baneling Nest. Very standard opener. It's an Evo for Demi. Demi might go into roaches. Could go for +1 melee or something cheeky, but I have a sneaky feeling he's going to go into roaches. And I don't hate that, honestly, if that's the case. Oh, well. Roach Warren's blocked for Demi. Gonna have to deal with this one annoying scouting ling. Good job by Demaga getting this full read. You see metabolic boost has just started. He sees the Evo's done. I think he's anticipating that Roach Warren anyway, but that being said, Demi has a chance to get into +1 faster. And just sit on 2 bases and get roaches and A move. He's going for a lair. There's the +1. Exactly the game plan for Demi. Demaga droning a little harder. Obviously, he's gonna have his 3rd hatch. He's a little behind in tech in the long run here. Yeah, he just now is getting his Roach Warren, and this is like a full wall off. Is he gonna kill his? Well, I mean, kinda. I don't really. This is scuffed as shit. I don't know if I like this, guys. I don't know if I like this. Kick jump, I'm gonna chew ass. Oh yeah. See if we have that. Hello, Adapaya. What's up? I've been oofed. We'll add those back in green. I can't add them right this second, though. We will add those back. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I gotta look for the other one. Oh, he's been A-moved again. Yeah, I think I have those, though. Alright, Demi with the ranged attacks. And Glial reconstitution much faster. It's kind of funny. So...
It's time to kick gum and chew ass.
Yeah.
And I'm all out of ass.
Exactly. I got a couple lings and a baneling for defense, but that's about it. The baneling nest is going to be taken down because he's full walled himself in. He's got this hatch, but he can't pull drones over after it's saturated. I think that he's going to do it. Both of them getting roaches. Damaga just kind of sitting back. This game is built differently. You, ZVZ? Exactly, Cosmic. Exactly. The OSC mid-season playoffs. And we got the number... I'd say Damaga's still up there. We got a Ukrainian Zerg. My boy Damaga from Berserker. Against the number 1 Indian Zerg player, Demi. Demi is always... Damaga is too. I always love watching Damaga, but Demi's always a fun dude to watch. Good Zerg player. He hasn't seemed as active lately, though, too, but it's always good to see that he still plays a bit. Alright. That means getting creep spread out like crazy. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of too much creep spread in ZVZ. Like, how Damaga's connecting the creep even with the Overlord's kind of based. Because he's just going to use his queens 100% for injects. I actually like that. That's actually a smart ZVZ play in my eyes. Demi's still getting information with this Overlord, and we do have a Spire coming down this for Damaga. It is going to be scouted. Creep equals vision, though, yes, but the downside is the same creep can bite you in the ass for your opponent. To be able to, your opponent can drop creep on your creep is a weird thing that can happen. But also, it makes your opponent be able to get across the map at times when you don't have a larger army. So your opponent's going to be advantaged on your creep in some cases. You know? Gross mixing creep, true. That's lewd right there, Cosmic. Actually getting dirty in here, like creep's already kind of filthy, but mixing creep sounds extra dirty. You get some kind of infection based. I love it. Burrowed roaches is the play from Demi. Yeah, well, this is weird. Okay, so we got Hydras. He's forcing out Hydras, which you usually get into anyway, both on double Evo. But what's crazy is Demi's mind gamed him. He built the Spire, but he's actually going burrowed roaches with tunneling claws. I love this out of oh, sorry, Damaga did that, not Demi. He is getting the mutas out, but there's going to be Hydras to already greet him. But I love the follow-up from Damaga. I'm mixing them up here. You guys bear with me. We had a few drinks last night and stayed up till like wicked late. I woke up like an hour and a half ago. This is absolutely not like me on the weekend anymore. Wake up that late. I woke up at like 2:30. It's crazy. A little 6-pack of mutas. True, exactly. That's what we were drinking last night. Cerveza Mutal. 6-pack of mutas. I like it. That was funny, Cosmic Cow. Alright. Muta's not even able to get Overlords. Demi's kept them back. He has just one over here. Decent information. The creep spread's actually going to help him a bit in this case. I feel like. Demi has a massive army supply. They're both at 66 drones, but the Muta's kind of... I feel like they set Damaga back a little bit. Alright, Muta's fighting off some of the Hydras, getting a little damage on this, but they're just basically an expensive loss, but it's kind of for mind games. If you only see like a few Mutas, not very committed, and actually kind of like that. There's massive armies coming in from Damaga, from Demi, but Damaga is going to have some more units popping out here. Mines are going to be taken down, not able to complete. And okay, that's a better concave for Damaga right there. Corrosive Vials are going to be a big factor in this fight. Cleaning up a bunch, but here we go. Damaga's unable to win those, but I think he is going to win this fight pretty handedly. forcing Demi back home, and that's some nice picks on those Ravs. Lurker then coming down for Demaga now behind this. He doesn't have any hiders out, and it doesn't matter. But look at this Roach counterattack over here. 19 workers fell for Demaga. It's now 47 to 66 drones. Demaga's kind of in a rough spot away. Losing that many drones is very rough. We look at the income graphs. It's been a little topsy-turvy. Demaga obviously had the income advantage mostly, but little spikes you can see in the graph is Demi did come back after that 12 pool. Nice. I wouldn't say a turtley game, but an attempt at some mind games here in game number 1. Calling clause is going to complete here. All right. I don't know about this fight. Well, it's more versus less. The concave doesn't matter in that as much in this case. And it looks to me like Demaga is going to max out an A move. He's going to corrosive bile A move. Ooh, nice micro from Demaga. Damn, it looked like Demi was going to take it for a bit. GG's called. Demaga is going to take game number 1. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Demaga is going to take the first game in the first series of the first mid-season playoffs of 2022. The first day of it. A lot of ones. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I feel like that's some TTS shit. Play. Smokes. Alright, chat. Smokes. Let's go. Corey, Trevor, chat. Smokes. Let's go. Almost made a mistake. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern. Give it up for Mr. Demi. In the red. Opponent in the upper right from Berserker Esports in the blue. It is Demaga. Let's see what we get here. Couple Ogre Lords going across the map. They're like, bruh. 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 Bro. Okay. All we got looks to be a 16 hatch opener from both modes. No, it's not. It's another 12. Well, it's actually a 14 pool. That mean going for a 14 pool. Out of a space face. Has been moved. Alright, hatch going down. We'll see what happens here. Demi again with a pool first opener. So we might have a little spicy sauce yet again. This is just kind of a... Could be a safer play too, depending on how you look. It's a little old school. Alright. Spawning pool is going to finish up for Demi. He's going to get those 6 lings out again. Demaga's going into scout. Had a similar opener to game number 1. See what we get here. The queen comes out. We'll see what happens. Things making their way across the map. It will not be scouted for the moment, but the hatch is, it's always a tell. Hatch is not completed and it's a little behind, you know something's up. Right behind this, we do have a queen popping. Oh, no, actually the queen is popped for Demi down here. So he's getting his inject in way too early, and that's about it. Overlord is going to see that there's no creep out. The hatchery's not done. It's a little later. A few less drones, so this build's a little less. Oh, he's going to get a couple drones, though. Thinks things are going to even out a bit. Here comes some lings in a second. Oh, nice fight. The choke. Actually, this is really good for Demi. It could be potentially very good if he gets his other drone. Ay, ay, ay. Demaga is down a worker now. Losing some drones is not ideal. But ling speed is on the way. Metabolic boost for Demaga. Demaga could get aggressive here, honestly. After he gets a couple drones, he's gonna have ling speed. He can just keep going it. And ling, 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 a move. Maybe drop a baneling nest after and get back on gas. Realistically, Demaga wants to get a scout again. And a buck boost hasn't finished. And not too bad. He's going to see that Demi's been droning up at least. Does not see up here, though. And this is kind of important. Demi's going double gas. Because he's been behind on gas right here. So, we'll see. He might have other ulterior motives. How you doing, Satan Savior? What's up, buddy? Double Evo. This could be mute. This could end up being like 2 base mute off the back of this. I'm thinking about it. A 14 hatch. Roach Warren and Evo are just for show. It's all going to depend if we see a 4th gas come after. Yep, Demi's going right into lair. I would not be surprised if we see 2 base mute on this, but it may not be. Could just be roaches. It could be double upgrades. Queen is very exposed though, and not much here for Demi to defend. It all relies on those queens. It's going to be taken care of. We do have 1 lane going down. That's about it. I don't know if this is... Well, it's not a lot of links, so... He's fine. 3rd queen comes out and walls it off. Demaga going for another base. He's behind again on attacking structures. But yeah, this is going to be a very fast roaches. This is kind of similar to how Demi opened before, though. He could get aggressive. And yeah, it's double Evo, though. Does Demi go into Carapace as well? Carapace can be quite good in these cases. Both on double gases. Obviously, Demi's going to be a little behind on drones right now. Maga with some good harass on the 3rd hatchery. To clean up some of the lings, but the roaches will take care of the rest of this. Alright. Okay, he gets the scout of the double Evo. This is a Carapace build, so... it's way faster, +1. Demaga might be in a little bit of trouble in some engagements here with if Carapace finishes up. You really can't do anything to aggress this. Demi's just got a large... Well, he doesn't really have a larger army technically, but that +1, yeah, huge deciding factor in any fights to come. Alright, I do like that Demaga built the 2nd Evo, and he's hiding it behind his mineral line. Actually pretty Chad plays. He's going to want to start Carapace soon, though, and as soon as he has the money for it. I'd love to see him do that. Yep, now he is, but he's still going to be quite disadvantaged. +1's finishing up a little behind on it, but he might be okay. He may be okay, because they're not going for an engagement right now. I think he'll be fine. +2 started immediately for Demi. Alright, guys, let's see what happens here. Overseer. Gonna get some information for Demaga. This one's taking quite a beating. It has regained some health. Demaga's being a little careful here. And he is getting more Roachy boys out. Oh, look at this, guys. Ventral Sack Overlords. And we do have Pneumatized Carapace finishing up, so we're going to have speed. Well, Transport Lords. I think he may actually just take some roaches and drop them off. Thing is in this case, Demaga has some nice scout and overlords over here. However, they're scouted as well, so Demi could take these. Oh yeah, he's grabbing some roaches. He's gonna take them, and he can go up this path to the north, and it got over to the right. Either going to the main base where there's lots of dead vision. Or he can push in from over here. Obviously, he's probably gonna go into a mineral line if I was to guess. Alright, that being said, army supply in favor of Demaga for the moment, but with injects and everything, it kind of evens out. Demi trying to hit a timing. And this is pure roaches. There's no ravs here. Which, in a way, if you get enough roaches, I don't hate it. Like, obviously, Ravagers are nice because you get corrosive biles, but it's all dependent on if you can hit them. Who won last night? Skillis. Skillis won last night. We didn't have a lot of players, but it was Skillis and Geralt in the finals. They were up crazy late. I gotta get them paid. Good we had some people. And this is the OSC mid-season playoffs, ! OSC. I do have a bracket for this, too. I forgot to put that. Well, it's the Wikipedia page. It's not updated. These games have been played in advance, but Never casted, and the results are not known by anybody but the players. Alright, let's see what happens here. Demaga is chasing him the hell back. Thing is, there is an upgrade advantage for Demi. Prosopile's not catching anything. Oh my god, Demaga is just going full send into that, but I don't know if I like this fight now. The Concave's starting to favor Demi. And with the +1 advantage, yeah, these roaches are starting to go down very heavily. For Demaga, look at this. Oh my god, 90. You can see the +2 kicking in. Down here, it shows you exactly where we're at for numbers, but it's becoming very apparent. That +2 is too good, and GG's called. Demi's going to take game 2. There was a roach drop there and all that too. Yeah, I apologize. I'm a little tired today. I was up wicked late. I can't believe I missed the roach drop. We literally set up for it, and then Caster did not go look at it. Let's look at game number 3. Looks like we get a lot of cool series today. Sure, there's going to be a lot of PvP. OSC does tend to, like, they'll do their best to try to set up matches so it's not all mirror matchups. And honestly, ZVZs are, well, that's frequent these days, so it's kind of cool. Finding the upper left-hand corner of Site Delta in the red. Give it up for Demi, who's now brought a point on the map. These are best of 3s, by the way. His opponent in the bottom right, in the blue, representing Berserker, Demaga. Is Demi actually going to get a hatchery this game? We'll see. So far, it's looking like Demaga is. That's why I'm saying that. As you can see, the Overlord opener have 2. It's at least going to be 16, so I don't know if the 16 pool would be the play in ZVZ. Yeah, both going for a hatch. It's a gentleman's agreement for game number 3. Deciding factor. Who wins this? All right. Meow, 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 meow. It's a standard-ass Zerg game. For now. This thing's gonna get spicy. I'm kind of curious to see what these boys bring us for game number 3. I think that was not the play from Demaga. I don't know why he went full send on that one when he didn't. I don't think he had a read on the upgrades, but certainly saw the Evo chambers were done earlier for Demi. Maybe he just wanted to risk it, but that was definitely not the play. They doing an RV 007? Rogue? Rogue? Alright, let's see here. Pool's starting to finish up here for both of them. And we'll see what happens from the rest of it. I'm going to probably have to grab some coffee too. You want to see some Ultralisk? Well, typically in ZVZ, we don't see that often. Unless it's like late game and it's something crazy. Maybe if you're watching like Dark and Rainer or Daryl and Rainer or Solar. Not too often you see Ultras in ZVZ. Usually it's pretty strange situations where they go Ultralisks in ZVZ. Rush Ultralisks. Yeah, the funny thing is about Ultralisks, it almost feels like they're never really a rush. By the time you can finally get them, being tier 3, it's you have so few, it's incredibly bad. If you're like trying to skip to them. Your opponent's just gonna have way too much of everything. And that's funny though. Yeah, and the Ultras, unfortunately, are just gonna usually get bodied by a bunch of Roach Ravager or something. Alrighty. The little Ling chase, and so far it's not really gone the greatest for Demaga. Demi's got a little more chase in his back, but he has his queens to defend back home. A couple more Lings. He's forced out a lot of Lings, though. That's one thing to note. And Demi is going for this hatch. So actually forcing out the Lings. Speaking of which, these Lings could actually... Wait, neither of them have Ling speed. Wait, no, Demi has Ling speed. Damaga's completely skipped it, and he's went into Carapace. He's hiding this. This is actually kind of cool. I like this for Damaga. Don't like no metabolic, but while he's getting it late, there's going to be a Baneling Nest coming down from Demi. But man, I love this Carapace. If you go fast Carapace and can pull this off in a game, it can be really good in ZVZ. Dare I say it, sometimes I almost feel like in ZVT it can be underrated. If you were in a spot where it was really jank and you prioritize Carapace over Melee at first. Alright, these Lings are going to go full send. And Speed is going to finish up here quite late. This is going to be a scout, but guess what? The scout that he needs is that +1. But Baneling Nest is going to finish up here in just a moment. The drones are pulled away. And here comes everything. Defensive Banelings don't give a shit about that Carapace too much. Now, Rutro Raggy, this is a fight in the choke. Ranged attacks is a follow-up for Damaga. Does he have a... He doesn't have a Roach Warren, though. No Roach Warren behind this. He's going to have to be very careful. All right, let's see some Mikuro. Alright, doesn't eat any Banelings, so not too bad for Damaga. Stop mining time in this third for Demi, and behind it, Damaga got a third of his own, going into a layer. A little faster. He's going to have the +1 advantage for ranged attacks as well. Uh-oh. This looks a little precarious for Damaga. Oh, wait, he gets a nice little run by. I don't think it's going to matter, though. These Banelings are going to... Oh, make a decent connection. Demi just being annoying over here. Damaga is just going to... He's going to need to switch into Roaches, and he's not going to be able to for a little bit because this Roach Warren's still going. So we are going to see a little aggression from Demi, sending some Lings across the third base. Forcing out Lings before the Roach Warren. Second Evo going down. The upgrade advantage is massive in a second. Once we get to Roaches, it's going to be all right. But we may lose the third. I don't think we'll lose the third. These are 1-1 or +1 Carapace Lings. They will win the fight. So, there we go. Roaches coming out. For both of them, the upgrades were still... This is definitely going to be a huge upgrade advantage once the Roaches pop for Damaga. Demi has started his +1 range attacks, but I don't think it's going to be enough. One Roach is here. Queen is here. Out. Roach is A, moving just 2 Lings. Damaga is going to be chasing this down. Second Evo coming down for Demi, but you know what? We got +2 started for Damaga in the back. He might go right into Carapace as soon as he can. I think he's just going to make... He's going to have to make a bunch of Roaches first. All right. Oh, Damaga could actually pick off this Queen. Just as much as the drones. At this point, it doesn't matter as much. He's going to put a little pressure on. Roaches and Lings chasing this back. A Baneling coming into play here. Damaga just building Roaches behind this. Roaching it up. Damaga, I wouldn't hate a move out, amigo. He's got the 1-1s wide. Like, yeah, you got to time it right. Look at... I think this would have been the play. The timing would be really good. He doesn't need to wait for +2. Just go. He's allowing time for... Like, the 1-1 would be massive. All right, now he is going to send it. Demi will likely have +1. I don't know. +1 in this Wheel Reconstitution. Going to finish up here, so the Roaches just got a little more zippy. They are going to move across the map faster. +1's finishing up for Demi in a bit, but for a little while here, we'll get this advantage in the damage. Demi taking some good fights here. Still, Damaga is not done. It's not like an insane army supply advantage. What it's going to be as these reinforcements arrive. GG's called. Damaga is going to take it for Berserker Esports in game number 1. Ooh. This is a funny one. Guys, I'm going to refill some coffee. It's going to be Baby Marine versus Wannabe Beyond. Alright, guys, the TVT. I'll be right back. Alright, this was a little... My bad on the time for scheduling this. I thought during the week I wasn't thinking. I'm like, ESL should be done by now. It was a bad move. It was decided while I was at work. Should have done it later. Well, after it. Actually, I want to see the results real quick. Before we get in the series. Curious to see where we're at. Anybody know the score over there? On ZESL? Don't see it, but... Alright, anyway, give me a minute. Right. Get into game number 1. Got ourselves a TVT now. Change it up. Alright, here we are in game number 1. We are on Crimson Court. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. In the red is Rainer's brother, the baby Marine. His opponent in the upper right in the blue. See Clash Royale? No, that's actually Wannabe Beyond. I love that name. What I often find with some of the ladder opponents I get. I call them Wannabe Beyonds. They want to be Beyond, but they're too scuffed. This guy's actually pretty good. It should be a good TVT, honestly. Alright, both getting the racks, just going for the gas. It looks like it's a standard opener for both. So far, we'll see what they go. TVT can get a little spicy sauce. Let's be real here, guys. Alright, double gas going down for both of them. As we get into it. Give me the opportunity to tell Beyond I'm his biggest fan. Wannabe Beyond saying that? Let's see. You gotta win then? Impersonal. Nice English, bud. I forgot where Wannabe Beyond's from. PvT can get it almost as wacky as PvP. I don't know about that. Well, honestly, PvT could be, it's just more stressful, I feel like, at times. But realistically, PvP, how it's turned into, is kind of a shit show. Let's be real here. He gave me his shirt. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Look at this, guys. He's got a little conversation going on. And this is Rainer's brother. For those of you that don't know. Lucky bitch. He's jelly. Look at Rainer's brother flexing that he got a shirt from Beyond. We gave him his shirt. Alright, here we are. And again, this is the OSC mid-season playoffs. Guys, if you want to support OSC, please take a look at the links. I'm going to spam it right there. We have an engagement with the first Reapers. And here I am looking at the logo. Sorry about that. Ooh, this is looking a little close for Baby Marine. SCV saves the day. He really wants to get this up, though. You have a Reaper Cyclone opener for Baby Marine Hellion coming out for Mr. Wannabe Beyond. Alright, 2 Reapers are going to be here on the high ground, so let's see. They're going to take the fight first. Definitely favoring Baby Marine. As we get into it. Hey, what up? Clash Royale, his name is Wannabe Beyond, actually. Fresh coffee pot. That was funny why he said that there. I actually want to find a DM this guy. I don't have his contact. I'm sure I'm in a Discord with him somewhere. But that was funny. A funny little opener there. Man with Cyclone is favored here. It's trash as Cyclones are now. All right, let's see what happens here. And the two Reapers and the Hellion going to continue for pressure, try to get some information. It is going to be a medevac for Baby Marine, who is very likely going to do a medevac drop. We do have a siege tank coming behind this with a medevac as well. Is Wannabe Beyond going for a little drop arena with the tanks and some Marines? I think so. He's going to head on back. The two Cyclones coming. Medevac is going to be rallied to go with the two Cyclones. So there is a tank out. This could get wet. This is what I'm saying where it gets wacky. All right, the two Cyclones are probably going to go right for the mineral line. These 4 Marines and siege tank might be needed back home, but the thing with TVT is, even if something's scouted this early in the game, you're kind of better off committing once you get like halfway across the map. There's no turning back usually. It's going to take you so long. I mean, you have to make decisions, so you're trying to get counter damage. Baby Marine going into interfere. He's researching interference matrix for his Ravens. There is no tech lab on the starport for Wannabe Beyond. And what is Wannabe Beyond going to get done over here? He's got the tank landed. Actually, he could. Oh no, he's not sieging. He does take the first hits on his tank. Oh, nice micro, actually. Damn nice micro, but still on the other side of it, Cyclone's starting to get a bit of work. The siege tank, the lone siege tank is going to defend. There are a couple Marines and a medevac here now, but nothing is being produced other than Marines for Wannabe Beyond because he's not able to mine. Oh, the medevac goes down. 6 workers fell for Baby Marine. Take a look at these trades. Oh my god, Wannabe Beyond is just definitely losing his shirt here. Hey, what up, Theory? How you doing, Mr. Theory? Hope you're doing well, amigo. Ace Theory in the house. All right, double cyclone going on in here. Oh wow, I'm looking over here. I have ESL open too because I want to see the results. Trigger and Scarlet have 1 point to go on a best of 5. Winner goes on to the grand finals. Or regionals. That's actually crazy. It's that close. I'm not surprised that Trigger's gotten a lot better. Scarlet's hella good. All right. This was my bad, though, on timing again, so I do apologize. Oh, yeah. I mean, Scarlet's had her rough times. Like, definitely, in the last couple of years, there were some times where she didn't seem like she was putting on her A game. Maybe just for time to practice or what have you. It didn't seem like she was playing as much, and she's been working on zero space. Now, that said, I love the tank to defend for Baby Marine. These Marines are not going to get much done for the moment. They might be able to up here, but we do have interference matrix available for these 2 Ravens, 3 Ravens as well. Dim has just now been started. Looks like Mr. Wannabe Beyond is in a little bit of trouble for being behind here. Does have the third. I like the third. Oh no, neither of them. No, he doesn't have the third CC. That is all Baby Marine. No, I was like, what am I saying? Where is it? It's right here. Double eBay is going to be denied for a second. That's actually quite annoying. He's going to need to pull these on. I would prioritize it a bit, but here comes the Cyclones again, and this SimCity's kind of working against them. Oh, this is very rough for Wannabe Beyond. He's going to try to send this medevac up behind. He's lost 7 workers. Is going to land his third base at the same time as his opponent. Oh, he wanted to get the block on it. That could have been big. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Little stem advantage even for Baby Marine as he's dropping 2 more racks behind. This medevac sure as shit going to go down, but he gets a Viking. Might pick off a few units. He wants to get that Viking. Oh, look at this. The Cyclone's returning back home, leaving this bloody mess over here. Props to Scarlet. True. How you doing, Fresh Coffee Pot? All right. 1-1 going for both. Stem is going to finish up, obviously, sooner for Baby Marine, but this should be okay for Wannabe Beyond, though his army supply is lower. Well, and he's got hit with a little bit of a bloody nose from the last skirmish. Oh, my God. Baby Marines has traded so much more efficiently this game. We're only 8 minutes in, but earlier on, that could be a bit of a problem, but still, I don't hate it too much other than the army supply. Yeah, the Stem's going to finish, and that's going to be a hell of a better timing Or Baby Marine with no stem. This is kind of rough. All the tanks are clumped together. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Baby Marine's still sharking out, though, and he's not quite ready to push. He's going to be... Yeah, look at the army supply. It's rough. Tanks do be good units, but the interference matrix of the Ravens is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, 3 tanks. Immediately interference matrix. So they're not going to be able to siege up. That being said, the Marines and the 2 Cyclones are going to get tons of damage on the mineral line of the natural. Interference matrix being cast on the other side of it. 3 of the tanks getting taken down, but oh my god, 18 workers are gone. GG is called, and Baby Marine is going to take the first game of the series. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let us go. Hey, we've just got over 5,100 followers. Nice. Nice. I just realized that. We'll take it. Alright, here we are. Up a point on Amphion in the red. Put up for Baby Marine. Still on Platinum Heroes, by the way. I thought he was. Opponent in the bottom left. Give it up for Wannabe Beyond in the blue. He's going to need 2 points to take it down a map. Alright, no SCVs going across the map, so we aren't going to see any Proxy Reaper just yet from either of them. Standard opener, no GLHFs. Am I wrong? No GLHFs. These boys are gaming. Hey. They are video gaming indeed. Double refinery. Alright, Baby Marine going for a scout, it looks like. I mean, he could do like a proxy starboard or something after. I don't think that's going to be the case. He's just going for a little scouterino. Don't hate it. Looks like he's going to the net. See if maybe it's a Reaper fast expand. He's going to probably he's obviously going to go look around. Supply depot's going to come out. There's not going to be anything to block this SCV for the moment. The Reaper will go out. SCV is probably going to go down to a Reaper at some point. We'll see. Not immediately, obviously, but it doesn't take too long for Reapers to come out. Alright, gets a little scout. He's going to go back. He's gathered enough intel that he feels fine. It is the Reaper fast expand from Baby Marine, however. So he is going for it. Getting a little scouter supply depot over here on the Reaper cliff. It's a Reaper cliff block and something for the supply depot though. There's another Reaper cliff right there. Gonna have his first out to defend. The first one is coming out for Wannabe Beyond. Alright, Mikuro. This is a good map for a bunker, actually, in TVT. Well, oh, sorry, guys. Misclick. Ah, he's gonna lose the Reaper, though. That is not ideal for Baby Marine. Going for a couple Marines, ironically, because he doesn't have a lot of gas. Not a double gas opener, which is usually standard TVT. See what happens here. Bunker finishing up, though, is going to be alright with the Reaper wall. However, the Reaper can go right here. Nothing to block it. There's going to be 2 of them jumping up the Reaper cliff. CC is going to complete, however. It's nothing but Marines to defend for the moment. 2 Reapers. Marines and SCVs. 1 Reaper does fall, though, and that's pretty good for our boy in red, Baby Marine. Easy finishing up here. Alright. We got a straight to tank play after the Hellions. Kind of the same build as previously for Wannabe Beyond here. No tech lab yet for Baby Marine. He's going for the same thing as well. More or less. The same thing. He didn't open double gas this game. And he's definitely going to want to get a little repair on this. But the Cyclone here, the Reapers are kind of... The Reaper and Hellion, I should say. The other Reaper fell for wannabe BN. To be dealt with. Cyclones can be used defensively, but again, he's going for the medevac right here. Gene Sim.
Hey, who wants to have some fun?
Thank you for the raid, Gene Sim. Hope you had a good stream. What's up, amigo? Wawa. What were you up to, Gene Sim? We're looking at a little TVT for the moment. The OSC mid-season playoffs. Cyclone's getting some work done. Yeah, that's actually some decent medevac micro, but he's taking a lot of damage on the tank. The boys are going right for it. Just kind of what you want to do. The Mariner's getting some work in, too. He's trying to get his best Beyond cosplay going. Cyclones, I think, might actually just win this right here, right now. Oh, no, nice pickup. Wow, actually, this is crazy. 9 workers fell, and there's another drop coming with Marines and a Cyclone this time. Wannabe Beyond, honestly, trading pretty good this game. This one is going a lot different. There's a decent amount of Marines here. Obviously, we don't have stem for either. First siege tank coming out for... Oh, man, the medevac goes down. But guess what? Round 2, fight. Siege tank is not out yet for Baby Marine. Wannabe Beyond coming in here. Oh, it's not a siege tank, though, again. It's the Cyclone. He's going to get even more economic damage. The Baby Marine. Oh, medevac going down is really nice for him. He's going to get in. He's going to go for another drop, this time with a tank. This guy's just relentless. And he's living up to his name for the moment in this game. He's doing nothing but crazy drops everywhere. I don't like it. This one's spicy sauce. It was fun you played ladder. Nice. Spicy sauce indeed. Finally have one tank for Baby Marine. He's been forced to big nothing but workers. Oh, auto turrets out, but it doesn't target fire the tank. A couple of Marines do go down for wannabe Beyond, but he's in 2 positions. I wouldn't have hated a siege. Interference Matrix is going to finish up here. He's going to have 1 available for his 1 tank there for the Raven popping. Oh, actually, no, he only has the 1 Raven for the moment. Is now defended, but how? I mean, there's been so many workers going down. Wannabe Beyond not in position for this tank. He's trying. Wow, what is going on here? I mean, truth be told, he could have. He's got Baby Marine pinned down. Got Interference Matrix of his own coming up. And a 3rd CC, like, economically, he's just light years ahead. Holy shit. Holy shit. He's cooking. He is definitely cooking, and it looks like it is well done. When he's going for. Actually, this attack was so freaking early. There I said, I think this was medium rare, guys. Alright, so mining out so he can mine. He's going to go take the pocket base there. Alright, he's going Vikings. Did research Interference Matrix, but then didn't even build a Raven, or did he behind this all? No, he did. He built 1 Raven. 3 Ravens for Baby Marine could come in clutch. Again, this was 23 worker kills for wannabe Beyond. That's really good for him. So he's going to be ahead on stem and combat. Sorry, stem and 1-1 ahead of Baby Marine. Army supply a little bigger too. The 58 workers is kind of nice for him this early. He actually macroed behind all that. Feeling confident for a scan already. He knows he's very much ahead. Actually, let's take a look here in production. Yeah, he's going to be ahead on Vikings, too. So the 1 Raven's a little rough, but you have a high Viking count that they can actually just snipe the other Ravens, potentially. Let's see what we get here, boys and girls. Mariner making its way up here. Let's take a look. More for scouting. See if Baby Marine's going to get any drops off. But Baby Marine's basically just turtling up here. He has to. I mean, if he could sneak it and drop, it'd be great. But I like the sensor tower from Wannabe Beyond's. He's got this side completely covered for vision. Maybe Marine actually scanning this out. Combat shields on the way is actually pretty nice. Yeah, look at this. He's got stim. The 1-1's about to finish. What was that? That was some slip jib shit right there, guys. He literally just picked up his stuff and moved over. I don't know why you afterburn there. It just puts your medevacs on cooldown for a bit. Alright, Baby Marine finally getting to third base of his own. He's going for 12 o'clock. Alright, we'll see what happens here. Another factory coming down. Yeah, I really like his position. Obviously, he's just way ahead. But Baby Marine is catching up a little bit. Well, these 3 Ravens are a bit of a problem, but all these Vikings, as I said, make a little bit different situation. Oh, the anti-armor missile and an interference matrix on one of the Vikings. Pretty base. Is he going for a mule hammer right here? No, he's going for a Dropperino. Alright, that drop didn't really get too much. Well, friendly fire from the tank. That's actually kind of based. Baby Marine is so far behind. Holy crap. This is a rough spot to be in, as there's a 4th base going down for Wannabe Beyond, who's already going into 2-2 and +1 vehicle weapons with his triple factory tank production. 2 of the Ravens have fallen down, but this one has full energy. Kind of a scrappy fight right here, and this is where TVT gets wild. He doesn't want to overextend into this. Missile turret going down right. Oh no, it's actually sensor tower. That Raven has completely full energy now. Auto turret's good unit though. Oh, Viking goes down. This is definitely a scrappy fight. Wannabe Beyond is getting out of here, trying to get out of here. He needs to save the tank. The tank immediately goes down to the tank on the low ground. There's one on the high ground right here. Vision is favoring Baby Marine. Well, Wannabe Beyond just threw away a hell of a lot of army. So what seemed to be pretty cut and dry with that lead. Tillman retains the lead. Kind of a bit of a throw. I think he's trying to get a little too flashy here, living up to the name. He's going back in with medevacs. Sensor tower here is pretty smart for Baby Marine. He's going to have to rebuild one over here, too. I like this, too. He's basically... Well, it leaves the center open. Oh, my God. That's exploited as shit. Wannabe Beyond with the base blaze here. This is pretty funny. He's going right for the economy again. Hit him where it hurts, right in the economy. And the 1-1 finished up, and you can just see these Marines and how much more powerful they are now as they're getting damaged. And the 1 siege tank on the high ground just trying to pick off some reinforcements. He gets the 1 on the high ground as well. These Marines look like they're in a bit of trouble from this high ground tank in the main base. 23 workers falling. Holy moly. We've seen 47 SCVs fall this game, all on the side of Baby Marine. What a difference in game number 2. I don't know about throwing these medevacs away, amigo. GG's called. He just won it outright. Wannabe Beyond definitely tipping his hat to his favorite player. Ay. Moving on to game 3. Here we are, folks.
Has been A-moved.
He definitely was A-moved. This guy was A-moved hard in the last game, but let's see if he dishes out the superior A-moves in game number 2. It is Baby Marine. The red. Fix it off. I can't in the mid-series. Maybe between the series, I'll try to get... Fix what? Opponent in the upper left is Wannabe Beyond. He wants to take it. The original command was A-move. We had 2 different commands. A-moved and A-move. Gotta find it.
All Norway has been A-moved.
Yeah, it was A-move.
Oh no, it has been a move.
And I couldn't find the smile. Yours was a move. A moved was, I changed it to the, oh no, he's been a moved. A move was, oh no, 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 he's been a moved again. Alright, well look, double gas from Bolt this time, a little more standard TVT. Yep, that was, or maybe originally. Hold on, guys. Now I'm going to have to look for this as we go into it. It's the standard opener. We'll see. We do have this SCV scout from Baby Marine. The A-move files. It's probably in here.
Backup. I need backup. The enemy has got superior aim moves.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Probably not, because the update I had before. That was one that we never added. Backup. I need backup. The enemy has superior A moves. I can't find that file. We lost it. I don't know why. I must have had it in a different location. That's all I can think of. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. The beginning of the game. You heard that? I must have been in a different spot, but it's got to be somewhere green. It's not like it disappeared from Discord. We found it once. I remember this happened before we found it once, and it's probably buried from like 3 years ago. How you doing, Kaido? Alright, Reaper's returning back home for Wannabe Beyond. Baby Marine is smartly going to return back with this Reaper. It's not going good for Baby Marine in that fight. Did lose one Reaper. CC's probably going to be in jeopardy. Cyclone's on the way, but one Reaper's not going to defend against two. Oh, I actually don't hate that he pulled the SCV up. Starting a supply depot on the top, maybe buying him a little time. But this Cyclone sure is going to help things out for Baby Marine. A little disadvantaged here with the command center. Alright, Hellion coming in is going to be a factor in this fight. Grenade's good unit, though, sometimes in TVT. Wannabe Beyond really wants to put a stop on that CC. He's not going to be able to. But he does command a little bit of a lead. CC production. Reaper's trying to get up. Maybe get a scout. Maybe get a few workers. Or try to get a worker or two. Being annoying. Oh, the juke. Well, now two Cyclones are out, so either way, this can be defended on both fronts. In my eyes, one Reaper going down is kind of rough. It's not that much of a threat. Alright, going straight to tank. Wannabe Beyond doing the same thing again. Did I change my microphone? Do I sound bad? Does it sound, is it too loud? Do I sound like I'm distorted or something, guys? I did change something yesterday. I accidentally casted with freaking AI Donald Trump when we had the tournament with after ESL rated, and that was kind of embarrassing. I did for a second, and then like I accidentally left it on and had no idea. I should have just went with. If I knew it was on, I would just go with the memes and be like, "We're gonna build a wall, and Zerg are gonna pay for it. We're gonna make Protoss great again." But I decided to turn that off. Yeah, I'm on a different scene, so this could be too loud as hell. If I sound too loud or it's like it's clipping, guys, let me know. It looks like it's really red, and I didn't know that. Bit saturated. Oh boy, my bad, my bad. Is this better? Is this better? How's that? Is that a little better or still saturated? All right, this is gonna be taken down. Aye. Lord, just a smidge more. How's that? Better? Thank you for telling me. I have to go through scenes. It's always a pain in the neck. Realistically, I should make it easier, but that's way better. If it's still clipping, it's showing a little red here, so I don't want it to be too bad, but I don't want to be too quiet either. This has got a gain boost on it. Back to normal? Okay. Damn, I did the whole game like that. Eh, it's alright. Alright, interference matrix is on the way for Mr. Wannabe Beyond, who's gonna get cleaned up here. Nice job by Baby Marine. Defense, not too bad this game for him. He did take down that medevac and the tank. Through all this, I missed a bunch of it. Budget Beyond, his name's Wannabe Beyond. It is funny. He's literally memeing on his name and stuff, of course, like that effect. Green, you're not wrong, but kind of normalizing a little more here. He's going into interference matrix and ravens for a bit. Yeah, thanks. All right, medevac making its way out. I feel like a jabroni. Wait, who won an ESL? I had it down after. No, I had it down with Scarlet and Trigger. Yeah, true. 2-on-1's not usually something you're gonna go in TBT, but this guy's doing all the drops. Baby Marine actually getting some good work with these Cyclones again, like in game 1. 5 workers and counting falling. This Viking's gonna be a point of interest for him. The auto turret unfortunately doesn't catch it. This is a lot of lost mining time for Baby Marine. Wannabe Beyond. All the B's. Not enough A's. A moves. Third CC going on. Astray and Future going on behind us. But who did Trigger win? Oh, man. Big push. Coming for Baby Marine. Yeah, Baby Marine's got a sizable force here. He's not gonna have stem though. But this is a lot of tanks, and the 3 Ravens are gonna be nice for him. See what Wannabe Beyond's got up here. 2 Ravens. Has a few more Vikings. Don't really care for his tank setup too much. Baby Marine is just going to scout this side. He's actually going back home. I think it's a smart play just in case. Like, this gets a lot of power, but they're... all it takes is a push, and a couple of siege tanks going clumped up like that are going to go down in, like, basically one attack, potentially. Alright, as we get into this. Armory is finishing up for Wannabe Beyond. He already has his 1-1, so he's going to be able to go right into 2-2. Hopefully he does. All right, he's going right into it, and he's getting combat shields. Unlike Beyond, who would just have armor, or you know, accidentally. The classic Beyond meme of all time is not going to be the case of Wannabe Beyond. I kind of like that. All right, 2-2 is on the way, as we said. 1-1 finishing up for Baby Marine, but Combat Shields is going to finish up here for Wannabe Beyond. He doesn't have a larger army, though. Baby Marine does. And I do like that he's going for a 4th base, though. He's just got to be careful. That being said, he can pick off little bits of army here and there as he goes in. And Combat Shields is going to finish up mid-fight. Darking around looking for a 4th base, but there is none right at the moment. I like Baby Marine scouting with these Marines everywhere. He's looking around, checking for drops and stuff. He knows his opponent's style, but this is a push. Oh, but here comes a big fight. The tanks are going to siege a little later. Interference Matrix getting launched on a Viking. But the Marines are going to go down, and all but 1 tank is there. And this goes handedly to Baby Marine. That was not the engagement we're looking for. He has you blocked, Kaido. That's funny. Budget Beyond from Diamond 2 NA. And as we get into it, Planetary Fortress going down. But this army supply is just too great for Baby Marine. And he's going to stem and A move, sieging the tanks, catching the other one. Ay, the tank count's just not there. One Marine causing all this chaos, but now... Oh, but if this stem gets in on the tanks, this could be a different situation. Oh, nice save with these Marines. He doesn't have much of an army, though. Look at this 39 to 91 army supply. And some of that's reinforcements. There's only one tank here. PF or not, this does not look like... I don't see how wannabe Beyond holds this. Oh my god, the power of the tanks. Even before +1, just shredding that planetary fortress. Just like that. I think we're looking at the beginning of the end. It is still a 2-to-1 army supply lead, pretty much. Yeah, this is on Europe. These games were played in advance, so they are from replay, but nobody knows the results. GG, but we do know of this one. This baby Marine was cooking that series. Budget B, wannabe Beyond, excuse me, is he's a pretty crazy player though. That game 2 was definitely a good one. Oh, we're now moving on to another mirror matchup, and this one I like. This is something I really like to see. We have Xiaomek versus Holden. Our boy Holden. Holden these nuts versus Xiaomek. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find that file, but I don't think Green. I'm not gonna be able to spend all that time on it. All right, I doubt I can't really spend time during this. I'd rather not anyway. I'd like to plow through these. See. Man, maybe it was in the Team Legion server or something. I'm gonna think of it. Because I just see a bunch of AI DTS that we did. Bear with me, guys. I'm looking just in case. Oh, all your money.
Oh, no way. Oh.
Wait. I'm seeing some old shit. Where is it? It's lost. Holden these nuts. All right, Xiaomek versus Holden, guys. Let's go. My boy Holden. All right, here we are, guys. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Ghost River in the blue from SPE. Oh, it's Xiaomek's team now. It's Xiaomek. His opponent in the upper left from Bing Bong Exports with their new logo with the Stormgate Infernal that Shiny made is Holden. My boy Holden. Yeah, it's a shame. It was a good recording. All right. Yeah, Holden's a GM. He's usually like 5. I think he's like 5'4" or 5'5". No, did he get up to 5'7"? Can't remember. Holden's a pretty good player. A former teammate. More or less still is, but a good friend of mine. Holden is one of the old G Team Legion guys. He's been pretty good for a while. Xiaomek is the favored player, I'd say, in the past, but I don't know about now. Holden's pretty good. I think Xiaomek's definitely a little bit favored, but Holden, pretty good PvP player. This one should be fun. I think this is great. We had 3 mirror matchups back to back. Our boy Gung Fu Panda did pretty well in ESL Masters Regionals. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, he definitely did. This is the first game. This is the third series, correct? We had a DVZ between Demi and Demaga. Demaga won. Another Berserker there. And we just had Baby Marine and Wannabe Beyond. Holden going for a fast Twilight Council, not going for a Nexus. Going for a proxy. Is this going to be DTs? Double Stalker opening. I think it's going to be proxy Blink, but Holden could go DTs. Two Stalkers are going to deny the Scout. This is actually huge. No pylon here. Should tell Xiaomek something is amiss. No texture off from Xiaomek just yet. And here's the tell. What is Holden going to do? Doesn't have gas yet for either Blink or DTs. I believe it's going to be Blink. I'm not usually a fan of one base Blink builds. Personally, this is going to be scouted, but let's see what happens. Is Holden change it and go for a Nexus? Yeah, he's going full set. It's going to be 4-gate Blink on one base. Holden sack at the probe. He's going to get a little intel on what's going on here. Blink is a quarter of the way done, almost. Is all scouted from Xiaomek. Not the location of the proxy, but Hallucination is going to go down. Holden is setting up. He's, in my opinion, he's really going to want... Oh, no, Holden. Going to keep the Stalker in production, but you can just get Warp Gate faster. I know these two are... we'll see what happens. It shouldn't matter too much. Well, it'll kind of normalize out. How you doing, Ballistics United? Holden's like, dang, a battery? Exactly. Ballistic. What is up? Blink's gonna finish up, but we got Big Daddy Immortal started up here. Sentries and Stalkers and 2 shield batteries. 3 shield batteries, actually. One on the high ground's kind of nice. We have no high ground vision. I really wish Holden got a Sentry out here for Hallucination, because he could go on the high ground too. He's just gonna have to try to brute force in. The Immortal's almost gonna pop. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be here in the engagement. Holding up a little on army supply, but with these batteries, the Sentries, and Big Daddy Immortal, gonna be rough. Nice target fire from Holden. He's gonna blink back. A couple of these Stalkers. Oh man, he has enough to exploit one-shot units. And he has to be careful now. That's kind of starting to change as these... Yeah, look at how battered and bruised these Stalkers are. Holden's gonna have to be careful as we get into it. Decent attacks. Oh. Yeah, battery overcharge is activated, and I don't know what Holden could do here. His army's pretty beat up. He only has a few full health Stalkers. And we're gonna have an additional Immortal popping out. You definitely don't want to be fighting into battery overcharge if you have a really injured army. Even if he has the DPS to one-shot a unit. Oh, that's actually a smart call. It does get Big Daddy Immortal, but number 2 is out. And shields are all that are holding these Stalkers together. I don't know if I like this for Holden. Trying to get work he can and try to keep his army alive. The 1 base Protoss against the 2 base Protoss, but still, he is going to try to target fire this Big Daddy Immortal. DG is called, and Xiaomek is going to take game number 1. Hey, how you doing, Cuckoo? What's up, buddy? And you know what? I went to bed way too late. You're like, Dave, make sure you get up early for ESL in the morning. Like, I'm probably not going to get up early. I'm like, I'll catch some. I woke up at like 2:30 in the afternoon. Quite hungover. Quite behind. I never wake up at 2:30 in the afternoon anymore, but that gives you an idea how late I stayed up. Holy shit. Yeti and I got done drinking at like 4:30 in the morning, which is late for even us. I didn't listen to old man Yeti. Yeti said, Dave, make sure you get some water and grab something to eat. I didn't drink some water after, and I regret that. Speaking of water, these are looking mighty empty. Probably do that. Let's get into game 2. Up a point in on-site delta in the blue. But up for Xiaomek. And his opponent in the upper left from Bing Bong Exports, it is Holden. In the red. Holden going full NA here, it looks like. Not drop the pylon. Is this going to be a 2-gate cannon rush? Ooh, against the low ground. Could be a lot of things. What's Holden cooking here? Could be proxy 2-gate. Are these replays? Yes. It's played from... Nobody knows the results to this, though. Hey, let's see if I'm on TL.net. Probably. It doesn't matter because ESL is going on. Yeah. It's kind of rough. Didn't really... I feel like an idiot putting it at this time, but it is what it is. 3 gates. This is interesting. And Holden is sending the pro back. Holden is going full NA here. That's nice though. Yeah, well, exactly. It's how we do this stuff for OSC typically, because between the players, it gives the players time to set up matches between each other. Sometimes it's cross server and everything. And that's why they do it. Forge going down for... Oh boy. It's going to be rough for Holden. The Forge going down for Mr. Xiaomek and Zealot as well. Holden just now getting his gateways completed. Going right for the gas. Oh, a gas steal from Xiaomek. Things just got extra clowny here. And this is a full wall. Oh, Holden's not even going to path into there. He's like, what the fuck? Holden getting that cyber core out. Xiaomek is all going to complete it. Oh man, the cannons are dropped behind this. Holden's not going to be able to chisel through this, and one stalker even is going to be a pain. Let alone the cannon and everything else. Holden. Oh man. The man memed his way to the sun. In this one. Now let's change the view so we can see what's going on here. Xiaomek going for possibly a proxy behind this as well. Holden desperately trying to do this, but it's a couple photon cannons though. But this gateway could go down. Holden does have his cyber core. The wall is completed. Holden's just gonna back off here for a moment. Stalker can go engage, but Holden's just started his first stalker. This is a wacky game. Full NA, baby. Holden, Holden, Holden. Problem is he has one gas. Well, one of many problems. Robo is on the high ground, by the way, for Xiaomek. But he has no other production. So that the hard thing is there's cannons for Holden, but there's only one stalker out for the moment. For Xiaomek, and Xiaomek's going to block a Nexus, which is not going to be taken. I don't know, Holden. Warp Gate's going to finish for Xiaomek. Holden hasn't even gotten Warp Gate because he needs to spend any money on stalkers. This is very, very all-in from Holden. Alright. Yeah, Robo's going to be started. Holden's army supply, though, is 22-4. I'm starting to think Holden can powerhouse through this. It's all slow zealots and stalkers. What the hell is this? Very based. I think Holden might be in trouble, though, but if he can just go attack. Like, he's buying time for other units from Xiaomek. Holden, amigo. And he is not going to have Warp Gate behind this. He's trying to position in. He wants these zealots to go in the front and eat the cannons. One shield battery next to the Nexus is going to be a problem. He's target firing one cannon. Zealots is kind of tanking and chiseling away at the infrastructure. That being said, the pylon is now a point of entrance. Can Holden get this pylon? That would be huge. Big Daddy Immortal's coming out, though, and I think Holden's in a lot of trouble as all the zealots have fallen. A couple more pylons coming down. Holden might want to get this battery, or maybe get these pylons. If he forces to cancel on those, it's nice, but the Immortal has made its way out. And this, I believe, could be the end of it. Right here. What a scrappy game. Yep, GG is called, and Xiaomek holds it. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them. Sometimes you got to know when to fold them. What have we be holding here? All right, so we are going to have another series. I'm going to take a minute to get some water. We have DNS versus UED Soldier. United Earth Directorate Soldier. And in this one, it is a PvP again. Oh yeah, it was definitely a fun game. I think it was funny, and I think Holden... The gas steal is kind of what made it even worse. GG. So guys, give me a minute. We'll be back. This is the OSC mid-season playoffs. The first one, day one of it. Now, unfortunately, I did goof on my times for when I set this up. I did not want it to go when ESL was going on. Bear with me and apologies for that. All right, looking at ESL, Estrella's up 2-0 on Future. He's clawing his way back. Wow. The games earlier were so funny with all the storms. That's why I literally didn't want to play this because I was enjoying watching ESL, guys. That's why I didn't want to do this at the same time. Forget all the rest of it. I'm like, I want to do it well after ESL today, and I really fucked up on the time. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Oceanborn in the green. Put up for United Earth Directorate Soldier. CSO Esports. His opponent in the bottom right. It is our French Protoss player in the red. Put up for domain name server. DNS. And, yeah. Little PvP action again. See if this gets clowny on us. DNS started playing guitar too, guys. He had questions for me, he said before. I gotta actually hit him up in a call sometime to go over stuff. I forgot about that. I gotta hit him up after. Dead for Rainer? Yeah, true. Well, he's still got GSL. So he's got that going for him. He wants to compete in there pretty well. He was playing with a lot of ping because he's in Korea. He made that decision to go to Korea, and in a way, I don't blame him. If he could do it and have some fun over there, I'm sure he's trying to get those Korean gals, you know. That's the real reason. Let's be real here. We know Rainer. Oh yeah, for sure. Playing with a lot of ping against Clam's got to be a lot of people, we saw some rough stuff. I was sad for Goblin too, though, because Goblin is quite... Goblins have been popping off. It was really cool to see him on his run. This GSL's Rainers could be. We'll have to see what Maru and Daddy Dark and Hero have to say about that. Honestly, for that matter, Stats. My boy Stats is making it. GSL is wild though. I'm just like, it's the same players and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. You see him perform at different stuff, and honestly, Gumiho has been hiding from some stuff lately. Goblin literally took a huge break from Starcraft, is why I'm saying this. It's crazy. He took a massive break from Starcraft. And, like, he's just coming in swinging. That's why I'm really impressed with him myself. I've always been a huge Goblin fan, though. All right, this DNS does have his proxy metagame pylon scouted. Got our pylon here is going to be... Got a UED Shoulders. Not dropping his Nexus, though. So there's going to be a little... It's not really much of a lead for DNS. He does have his pylon up here so he can drop his battery in the mineral line behind it. Kind of a smart placement. Brandon got tilted from that. It's Stats, man. Stats is behind in a lot of practice. How you doing, Cindy Cutie? Stats is behind in a lot of practice, but he's still fucking got it. I know Stats sometimes, as many of you'd be like, oh, he's not the most exciting player at times. Nah, I think he is. He stick at defense, but he also knows when to attack. And I think that's just a powerful combo. And it's no disrespect to Showtime, who's also incredible too, but I feel like Stats is still kind of got it where if he goes back up, he's going to give Showtime... He's basically going to pull the differences between Showtime and Stats. Pogus caster around. Thanks, City. All right, let's see here. Hallucination going out over here. We got hallucination. Oh my god, look at this. DNS with the meta. 5 sentries. That's 500 gas. It's gonna be Sentry Immortal, and this is gonna be scouted. The Immortal isn't scouted, but he's gotta know when he sees 5 sentries. DNS kind of memeing over here a little bit, but it's kind of meta. All right, Blink is underway for United Earth Directorate Soldier as we go in. Hallucinations just checking some of this out, and Big Daddy Immortal is going to pop for DNS. The War Prism follow-up. So yeah, he's going to go reinforce. What is this? 6 sentries, 2 adepts, a stalker, 2 more adepts, and an immortal. Is he going to go in? He doesn't have, like, usually it's resonating glaives with some of this, but... And it's against all stalkers. This could actually go surprisingly well for DNS. In the past, we'd laugh at this more. But it's actually kind of good with the sentry buff to PvP. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it works out for you, Kaido. No doubt. I played 0 Stormgate yet. This patch. I popped in there the other day and the other night just for a little bit, just watch what people are up to. That's about all I've done so far. Oh. Adept shading over. We'll see what happens. With nice hallucinations, he's really making use of the sentries, but DNS loses his prism. He really needed that War Prism in here, but the Guardian Shields sentry's doing a good job. GG is called, and DNS takes it. What a game! That was a quick one, but that was a wild push. That was actually a really crazy push. 6 sentries, 2 adepts, 4 adepts rather, 1 immortal, a War Prism, and like a stalker. The War Prism died and he still microed his way through it with the hallucinated stalkers as part of it. Before he pushed, he made 2 hallucinated stalkers. That was actually 200 IQ right there. So hats off to DNS for that one. We're on to game 2. This man's going to need 2 points to take it from CSO Esports. Give it up for UED Soldier. The green. His opponent in the upper left in the red. He's up a point. It is our French Protoss player, Mr. DNS. Yeah, DNS took a third behind it. You are correct. It was very aggressive, but at the same time, he was still macaron behind it. Spicy game number 2, or game number 1 rather. See what game number 2 brings us. I hope these are all mirror matchups today. That would be kind of a big meme, but with that being said, see what happens here. Double gas from both, so it looks like we're gonna have 2-gate again. Possible we don't, but I think, yeah, DNS at least is definitely going. Yeah, they're 100% going 2-gate. Sometimes you get the weird games where they'll 1-gate expand on the high ground. Not gonna be the case this time. Let's see what these boys have for us in game number 2. And guys, please check out OSC Deep Web. Thank you. You can support the players. There's a Ko-Fi for it. There's tons of events that go through OSC, and OSC needs some help as well. But they're always pumping money into Starcraft too for years. I actually have to update some of this because we're actually going on. We're in the next year of it. I have to check with Eddie on that. Big shout out to Eddie and everybody else. Javier, the rest of OSC, and KSL and other tournaments I usually have are partnered with them. I gotta set stuff up in advance so I can get OSC points, and that is my bad. I actually am doing a poor job of that. Yesterday was a kind of a random thing for the tournament. Last minute tournament. I'm thankful we had players at all. Shocked to see we only had like 10 people play. 10 to 12, but they all showed up and checked in, so it worked out, I guess. Some crazy games. Cuckoo almost beat Skillis. I'm sorry if Cuckoo is still there. I apologize, guys. I was very proud of Cuckoo. I'm just kind of shot today. I forgot to even bring that up. That was the most important thing. Cuckoo, our young high school man, literally almost beating Skillis right there. It was quite impressive. He was like a 5-5 player versus practically 7K player. Not quite, but Skillis is quite good. There's a proxy oracle. I believe this was scouted, or it's going to be. Look, actually. UED Soldier didn't scout it, but I think he's going to. Looking all over. Yeah, he's definitely going to see this. The oracle is not even out yet, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 100% scout. First Stalker's kind of patrolling around, but he's no defense otherwise. And it is 3-gate Stargate. Interesting. DNS behind this is taking his Nexus quite later from Proxy Stargate Oracle. Stalkers will be in position, and he's going into a Phoenix as well. 2 Stalkers, not 2 Adepts are out. Oh no, the 1 Stalker in the front though. Ow, that's 1 dead Stalker. UED Soldier. Making a few mistakes here. Oracle is going to be the point of interest, however. The moment is going to go down. Nice catch. The 1 Phoenix is out. Proxy Pylon over here. Let's go. UED Soldier might be able to get a couple of Adepts in. We're going full Clowntown over here. Take him down to Kirktown and Clowntown. Clownsville, USA. No, we're on EU. Another Oracle coming out, but there is a Phoenix. Phoenix should be... I would have rather him take the Phoenix and go over here, but it could help winning a fight, picking up a Stalker. Proxy Pylon over here, and the Proxy Pylon in the main is not scouted. Oracle making its way across the map. There's no shield battery and nothing back home to defense. This is basically it for UED Soldier. 1 probe going over here to Proxy. Maybe scout a Nat. Oh, this is going to be rough for UED Soldier. He's going to have to recall, but he's going to lose some probes in the meantime. Still, he is going to get the Nexus, it looks like. Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, that looked like a full wall. Never mind, there's a sentry or 2. I don't know. That's going to... Yeah, no, he's fine for the fight. He's disengaged, but Nexus is hanging out by a thread, but I think it is going to go down. If UED Soldier remembers with this pylon, he could actually warp in some adepts behind this. It would be quite nice for him. Yeah, both oracles fell behind this, by the way, guys. I was slipping a little bit. All right, Stalkers pushing in. Let's see what happens from here. He's looking very heavily favored for UED Soldier in this game. Going for the probe. I don't know about that. I mean, I think there was only 2 probes. They do some damage, but let's be real. The Stalkers are the issue. The Sentry's the issue. The Phoenix is actually helping a little bit, but I don't know. This fight is changing. Well, here comes the Stalkers coming back home. Behind it, Big Daddy Immortal's here, and guess what? That Phoenix is out of energy. That would have been really good against the Immortal. Gonna have some eventually, so that could be it will be a factor in this fight after. UED Soldier could be taking this probe, mining back. DNS sending another probe out. Honestly, we want to see this. He's forgetting about it. He could even debate him, warping a couple zealots over there, funnily enough, for the Immortal if DNS goes to the high ground. Phoenix is going to pick up Big Daddy, and that is definitely the target. Another Immortals came out immediately, though. DNS is kind of... he's still holding. The army supply is shifting gears, and it's getting damn close now. UED Soldier's going to have to disengage. Truth be told, he could be mining a bit. Shields are... this is hanging on by a thread right here. Still, the army units are the more important of the fight. Another Phoenix coming out. I wish he did that earlier. Shield battery going down the low ground is definitely something that DNS is going to want here. Battery overcharge will definitely make this a little different. Again, this is sitting right here. Just make a couple of adepts, mate. Imagine the chaos that would cause. I mean, I don't hate it. He's going full send, but I would certainly favor him economically. Battery overcharge is activated in the Phoenix. GG, well played. Good luck next. I don't think UED Soldier had the GG there. Myself, I really, truly don't. I don't believe he did. Well, we have a 2-0 right there. We're going on to Shameless versus Mindel DK. Big oof indeed. I really don't think he should have GG'd. I think he still was in a playable position. Long distance mining and such would have been some ways out of it. Even that one probe that was oversaturated, sending that down long distance mining behind there. Again, he could have used some adepts in the pylon in the main base. You get too focused on the assault, but even after that, I could have backed off a little bit. The Nexus was so close to dying. Lots of things he could have done differently. But GG was the most important that he didn't need to do. All right, Shameless versus Mindel. Oh, another Protoss versus Protoss. Ay, ay, ay. All right, guys, here we are. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Oceanborn in the red. Put up for Psystorm Gaming's Mindel VK. His opponent in the upper left in the blue. Give it up for Shameless from Elfin. All right. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, couple gases. Probably going to be the play. I think we're going to have a 2-gate to start things off. Yeah, there is a lot of PvP. I was hoping we wouldn't have too much, like, all mirror matchups for the rest of it. We'll see what happens here. Different weeks have different things. Just day one of it. Day two will be coming up. Could be casted by Chicken Man, by Just Jordan. See what happens. Who gets it? Could be me again. Usually change it up. The Ducklings sometimes do OSC still, I believe. Base Ducklings. Wardy and Steadfast, those come on. Steadfast hasn't done much OSC in a minute. Here, Wardy tend to do King of the Hills more. I've got like one Chicken Man sometimes too, I think. King of the Hills is the fun one. They're all fun, but that's actually, it's usually a pretty based event. And also, I should point out the apple juice spray for Mindle VK. You know? All right, as we get into it, we'll see what happens here. We shall see what happens here. And again, this is the Online Sports Championship. Exclamation mark OSC. If you want to find info on how to support it, more about it, I will pull up the website after too. They got a banger website with some awesome stats for going back for like 2012 or some shit. 20, yeah, when was it? What's this new Sentry meta? What's changed? Now the Sentries are such a great option to open with. Well, Sentries were reworked. They, funnily enough, everybody's like, wow, that Sentry buff. In a way, it kind of was. They lost the light armor tag from one. But number two, the most important for PvP is they get +4 damage to shields. So they, even against attacking structures, differences in engagement, they do +4 shield damage with their little tickle beam. Is no longer a tickle beam. At least in Protoss versus Protoss. Alright, there's a Stargate open. Oracle's going out. Mindle did not scout that, but he's probably going to with these 2 Adepts if this stays in. Oh no, Shameless is 2 Adepts. He got blocked. Oh, the 2 Stalkers are sharking this out, and... I don't like this Oracle going right in toward the natural. This is going to allow Mindle to defend. He already has the shield battery, which alone's annoying, but I want to see Stalkers and a Sentry. Ion even scouts this. Oh no, I think he's going to lose this. Can he save it? I think so. Barely saves the Oracle. Mindle being very aggressive over here. Well, kind of aggressive. He's keeping a couple Stalkers in the Sentry here, but now he's going to have to be careful. There's some depth. Oh! Force Field was a great play, though. And the Stalker's in a lot of trouble. Big Daddy Immortal coming out now. It's 1 base to 2 bases, potentially, for Mindle as it goes on. Doing for Blink, it's just a standard follow-up. Little later Nexus, to say the least, but we're probably going to see an Immortal Sentry push. Actually, the Sentry, I'll say this. The Sentry actually, without the light armor tag, Kaito, it's actually, a Sentry opener can be good in PvT. Because a Sentry won't just outright die to a Reaper now. It's a little thing, but it's actually, that's one thing that you'll notice with it. Sentry's a useful tool. Otherwise, even against Lings and such, without the light armor tag, it doesn't have bonus damage against it. They're a little better. Oracle only has but 2 HP, and it's going to be a push from Shameless. With 1 Immortal. Wait, what's the Immortal doing? Oh, Shameless is disengaging. That's hilarious. Yeah, I saw rated Christianer, and he was immediately offline. What a troll, man. What a troll. Base Christianer. He probably didn't mean to do it, but he was probably tired. He's like, whatever, dude. I don't know, that's funny. But if any of the boys I could see doing that, it'd be Christianer. Could have been unlucky, but I could totally see him trolling like that. It's nothing against him. I love Christianer, but I know players have their stories and stuff, but he, I wouldn't be surprised if he like half trolled. But more than likely the kid was tired. Probably, god damn it. If he noticed, There's a lot of things you can do in that case, though. If you still fired it up right then, there'd be a lot of people right at his channel. Yeah. He doesn't even stream that much anymore, truthfully, or at least I don't see him. Maybe it's because I'm sleeping or... Well, usually in the damn working, I don't have to look for stuff, but... Oh my god. Barrier was activated. Blink good unit, but... Mindle does not want to overextend into this. It's going to be +1. Twilight just now going down for Shameless. Gonna have that plus... Well, actually, Mindle's going to have +1 a little before, but... 3 Immortals, it's still a powerful army. 2 Sentries going to help this as well. He's going to get 1 Stalker. Oh, the Tickle Beam is the last thing that finishes it off. But Mindle is the 3-base Protoss a little earlier. Has the +1 a little earlier. Not going into +2 or any additional upgrades right now. Okay, now he does. He's going to take advantage of the Chrono Boost after all. I like the Observer right here from him. And he's now going into charge behind it, getting an Immortal of his own. Keeping some pressure and presence with these Stalkers. Smartly not really being too aggressive now. He knows his opponent's turtled up there. There's no shield battery in the natural. This might be a place where he can find a point of attack. But nope, he is just keeping him busy. Unable to do so. He might be able to deny a 4th base as this goes on. Hey, I like the Warp Prism with the charge finishing up. +2 on the way for both of them. See over here, and we do have charge finishing up ahead of time from Mindle. However, it's just going to be a mortal charge lot. Okay, and it's going to be a mortal Archon charge lot. Or Shameless. Because he doesn't have Blink. The OG Boomer build. Now let's see what happens here. 4th base going down for Shameless, and that base is not going to be denied. Powerhouse, scary army, but Mindle's army is larger. It's sitting back home more. He's gathering the troops, and he's going to push out with the Warp Prism. And a +2 timing. This is the old school Mortal Archon charge lot. How many gates does he have? 10 gates? Yeah, this is a 3-base, but he's going for the +2 timing. For sure. Even with a couple of observers taking a 4th base of his own. Hitting the 4th base is actually a smart play with this. Even fighting into the 3rd, as rough as it is because it's defended. He's not going to have... Oh, no, he has an Archon. Okay, so he did get a Templar Archives with this. This is a nasty timing from Mindle. Down on workers, but he's going to be leading on +2 for a second. If he attacks right now, he's waiting for another Archon. I think you should just go attack. Go attack. You got +2. He's... Oh, no, he's allowing time. His timing is not going to be that great now. He's scouted out. Oh, War Prism. Blink. Does get the Prism. That's actually pretty big for micro potential for Shameless. So that can be really helpful in saving the Immortals and Archons, even coming down to it, the Stalkers. A couple Zealots do make their way in. There is a shield battery, but that's not going to hold them off forever. Guardian Shield coming into play for both of them in this fight. Zealots hitting Archons is not ideal, but it does tank some of it. Thanks for the follow. Help Tox Live. GG's called. Mindle's going to take the first game pretty handedly. Do appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get in game 2. Actually, I want to look at the other series too. We got Wayne versus Milky Cow at TVZ, and we have another PvP. The last one is going to be Jumi versus Geralt, which that one could be wild. I know it's a lot of PvPs, but that one I'm looking forward to as well. Get into game number 2 here in a second. Game numero dos. All right, here we go, guys. I might actually have to go. I should have been keeping score on these. So this is a bit of a problem for me. Anyway, here we are in the bottom left-hand corner. In the red, representing Psystorm Gaming, it is Mindle VK. Our Russian Protoss. His opponent in the upper right, in the blue, he is Shameless from Elfit. Down a point. Again with the spray at the pylon. That's actually kind of funny. Well, the reason why I say it, I want to see some banter with Geralt and Forjumi. Now, those two guys are pretty good at PvP. That's what I'm saying. These guys are too, though. This has been a pretty wild one. That was kind of a cool push. Funny, we're seeing a little bit more Immortal Archon charge lot from time to time than we used to because of the Sentry thing, too. And that, to me, I kind of like it because that hasn't really been... Like, you'd see it on Korea more, but not really anywhere else. More often than not. Maybe NA games. But even there, no, a lot of it was Blink Stalkers, or maybe they'd go Stargate and we get into Phoenix stuff. Now we got Resonating Glaive builds. I'll call it the hero build. I know Christiana and those guys do it, but Hero was the first one to bring that one out. Without doubt. It just became more popular in Europe after. Like 100% it was Hero. I would actually argue that it was actually the Masters 1 lower Grandmasters. Possibly on Europe. I would say those guys. I've definitely seen Resonating Glaive Immortal before the patch. I've seen it in like Vulcan Cup in the past, for example. Hey, what up, Stealth Vapor? Alright, here we are. Gearing up, we got 2 Adepts. We're Shameless and see the build. Endil's going double Stalker. Delaying Warp Gate for a fast Twilight. This is reminding me of Holden's game. Is this going to be a 4-gate? Or is he just going 2-gate Blink into a Nexus? 4 of these fools are watching Mindel VK from Psystorm Gaming. A Russian Protoss player. And Mr. Shameless, an EU Protoss player. From Elfin. Next up, we got a little DBT, TBZ. We had a lot of mirror matchups today. We had a ZBZ to start things off with Demi and Demaga. Then we got into Baby Marine versus Wannabe Beyond. PvT series. Then we had a PvP right after it. Of Holden. Was it Holden versus Xiaomek? Actually, Holden versus Xiaomek's a little close. Holden got a little meme. Gave us some fun games at least, but he was too old. Obviously, we just saw our previous go out a little rough with UED Soldier. Who was UED Soldier? It was UED Soldier and not Spots. Who was it? Why am I drawing a blank? I already forgot. He made the mistake of not naming himself Wannabe Yun. Exactly. That is so true, Stealth Vapor. That is a better play on the name. This is going to be scouted by the sentries. It is going to be a 4-gate. This is literally the build Holden did before. And game number 1 of his series. Next is going to finish. That means battery overcharge is going to be available. And with the shields and the damage to the shields of the sentries, this is kind of clowny to see. Blink is not done yet, and that was a little too aggressive, in my opinion, for Mindel. Shameless is going to lead the... Oh my god, when you're one base all in and your opponent has a greater army. It's so funny to see sentries now with this, though. So he was the aggressor, and he's just lost 3 Stalkers and only picked off a sentry. I'd say that is well worth it for Mr. Shameless. It's a very, very rough situation to be in as an Immortal is about to pop. Or Shameless. Alright, the 2 Adepts are going to scout the proxy gate, and this is... Oh, he forgot Warp Gate! Guys, he forgot Warp Gate on top of it! Oh, no! I'm sorry, but that was not... He delayed it for the... I see why he did it. He delayed it for the Twilight. Maybe he thought he got it, but... He forgot to get it behind this. I didn't even notice that. This is definitely gotta be Ogre. We've seen games where Protoss players come back on it, but... I don't see how. All right, he's not even going to tie up minerals over there. He's like, that's pretty dead. He's literally forced into a robo now. He has four... Oh my god, look at this army from Shameless now. 29 to 14 army supply. He's got 2 Immortals. He can just... Shameless can go for a big push. Yeah, he delayed it as in he forgot it. Exactly. That was not a delay. I would argue at first it was definitely delayed intentionally, but then he just completely forgot it after. Hey, what up, Matt? How you doing, buddy? Mendel looks like he's in a lot of trouble. He's going for desperation disruptors. These balls are going to be coming out, but will they be out in time? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have... Do we even have an immortal coming out? Oh my god. Yeah, dude, shameless. Just push out. All the 4 stalkers trying to get in. They are going to blink up here. The fast blink coming into play. He wants to get some economic damage. This immortal is going to be able to catch up with these eventually, but not really. Going to continue to blink away. Blink is on cooldown, though. He needs to get the hell out of here with these 4 stalkers. This is like 90% of his army right now. He's going to lose 1, 2. No, just 1. Oh, he's going to lose some more. Shameless just has this massive army right here. He's going to blink away. It's kind of funny. Stabbing off the inevitable in my eyes, but it's going to be Blink, Stalker, and Disruptor. Disruptors is probably his best chance. And maybe if he can get out like Adepts. He needs something to damage the eco behind it, otherwise first he needs a hold. 1 Disruptor is not going to be enough, and he's supply blocked on top of it. This may be another short series. Oh, well, the supply block's going to be fixed, but he needed that Disruptor out ASAP. He can at least take care of some of this. Maybe he can warp in some Adepts or Zealots, Sentries, what have you, but fortunately that Chrono boost is gone, and he's going to get the Observer. Does have Blink. Yeah, I don't see a world where he holds this, man. If he does, he's a god-tier gamer right here. Shameless actually taking the better of the fight for now, but the Immortals are the scary thing. The Disruptor's coming out. Not scouted. Without that Observer, this is actually pretty good. Now it's going to be scouted, and the Nova could be going, but there are Adept shading. Fortunately, he doesn't clean up the Adepts with that. He's going to warp in some units over here. We will see what happens. 3 Adepts getting some value over here. 4 workers falling. Not bad defense, nonetheless. Lily's pulling the boy. He's doing his best. The warping was really about as good as he could do without blocking him off. But still, he's down a ton of workers, too. His army supplies caught up. And this is the weirdness of PvP. Still, Shameless is going to be able to reinforce more. I think Shameless should have just A-moved across the map. Obviously, the players don't know what we do, but when you see a proxy gate, when you see Blink that fast, and you don't see a lot of production, I think Shameless even did have his hallucinated Phoenix scout out that there was no warp gate, but in the heat of the moment with the aggression he held, that was more important. You can obviously play like ahead, but with the army supply catching up again, this is going to be an interesting game. +1 is going to be done here in a moment. Blink is going to be done as well for Shameless, so he's going to be an even footing there. Thing is, it's going to be a lot of Disruptors out as the 4th one is in production for Mindel VK. Mindel did not get charged or anything else. Being behind in upgrades means he's going to really rely on these Disruptors. Still, I wouldn't hate him getting a double forging behind it if he stabilizes a little. All right, like the Observer from Shameless over here, as he's taking a 4th base. He's just getting more and more ahead as he goes into +2 in charge. Mendel did not go into charge, and this base looks like it could be in trouble. We'll see. Oh, yeah, he's changing his pathing. This is definitely going to be a right... I don't think... He's not going to be able to cancel this. Oh, God, this army is going to Shrek this Nexus. Literally just on completion. A good timing for Shameless yet again. And now I think he can powerhouse through, but he has to be careful of 4 Disruptors. That is enough to instantly take out the army without some good micro. War Prism's out as well. Oh, Guardian Shield goes down for Mindel. Damn, Shameless is powerhousing in. I don't know if I agree with those Disruptors, but he's just zoning him back. Again, losing the Nexus was very rough for a guy that is this behind. Nice snipe on the Observer out for Mindel. He's kind of stabbing off the inevitable, but again, Disruptors are things that can really change the game really quickly. Oh man, this is where it comes down to. Disruptors are rolling behind this. If he gets us the Observer, that's going to be really good for Mindel. Oh wow, he almost blinked into the Nova. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That was a sick Nova. Taking off all the shields, a little bit of damage on the hulls of those Immortals was nice. Disruptor's gonna shoot. Is he gonna take out more? One Immortal falls. Does have some other purification Novas off cooldown. Let's see if they hit. Falls just short of the Immortal, but the Stalkers finish it off. Another Disruptor coming in is gonna clean up the last Immortal. More Immortals in production for Shameless. Mindle does have a Warp Prism of his own. He can go push out. He doesn't have any follow-up, but there's a Dark Shrine coming out for Mindle VK. Warp Prism is already in the main base behind this with Charge Lots. Push it in. 12, 13, 15, 16. The entire mineral line is getting absolutely shreked by Shameless. Very well done. So he just wanted to play ahead, stay ahead, and continue from there. But these Disruptors, I mean, the game is not truly over. I think it is. But he's trying to give us the best fight he can. 25. The 64 army supply. The GG is called. And it is going to be a Shameless victory. Brings us to a game 3. Mindle took the first one. This one could be a banger. I'm going to need just a minute here. I'm probably going to take a little break between the series. All right. This is this deciding match. Right, here we are. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Death Aura in the red. From Psystorm Gaming, it is Mindle VK. Hoping to close it out. His opponent in the bottom right, also trying to take it. Make that money. It is Shameless. And this is the OSC mid-season playoffs. The first one, the first day of it. How you doing, Tater Tutor? Anti-aging cigarettes. Ay. Imagine if that is how it worked out, Tater Tutor. I would be one young motherfucker. And low young. You're smoking 15 a day, fresh coffee pot. Oof, that is were you almost quit? I wish I smoked 15. 15 a day would be a decrease for me. I've been smoking a lot lately, like holy shit. When I put it in perspective like that, that's rough. Oh, I'm over probably like a pack and a half. Some days I've been smoking 2. And I've been smoking hundreds and I switched the shorts to change it up. That means I'm technically smoking even more because I usually clip the hundreds and forget about them. It's funny. That's why I'd get them, but they like seem to burn slower too out of these. Your dad's a pack and a half? It's rough, man. Yeah, so I'm smoking like 30 to 40 cigarettes a day. Too much. Alright, pretty standard play, double pylons for each. Are they going to start out aggressive, or are we going to see a Nexus go down before attack? Alright. Here we are, a Sentry Stalker to follow up. What do you got to do to get a voice line on your soundboard? Come up with something funny that we all like. Now we'll put it on. I'll make a command for you, Fresh Coffee Pot. You've been a big supporter here. I would do that for you, amigo. That's all you need to do, and you need to record it and send it to me. And if you get creative, you can do like the Princeton. Caveman Jack was actually my first one, I believe. Oh, actually, Ghost was.
Hey Dave, where'd you learn this build from?
Princeton University.
And he actually put that together. He just did a little quick edit. He sent that to me, and he was literally, I'm like, you know what, we're using that. That's too funny. Because my meme of the Princeton build was out before the command. And that just was that tickled me. That was pretty funny. I was like, man, Caveman's based. I already loved Caveman, but that was just like that was Kurt down right there. Are cigarettes the secret to casting so much or being ghosted? And honestly, cigarettes make your casting suck ass. It is not wise to smoke and cast. And I think if I didn't do that, I would actually care about some of the things that how my voice sounds and whatever. I guess I put in a little work at one point, but after a while, you're kind of like, well, you're gonna sound all congested and stuff anyway, so fuck it. Like, obviously, like, it's so weird. I'm smoking enough that you can just hear it in my voice. I already said that's funny. Goated. I don't think I'm goated, Matt, but I appreciate that. I gotta say, yesterday was pretty based. I actually have to pay a lot of money to players from yesterday too, because I did promise them more. Skillis and Geralt stayed up late, and Mixu. I want to give some of those guys that were in. I'm gonna increase it to the top 8. Yeah, it's stupid, but I'm gonna cut down a little bit on my shit. Because Dave's got to look out for Dave a little more this year still. I think everybody understands. If they don't, fuck them. You know? Shit. I gotta say this. At least I think I've broken even on Starcraft over the years, and that's actually kind of base. Thanks for the follow, Lewis QW. No, I'm not a rich guy, but I do think it's kind of cool we put in. I would never have expected we would have got to a point where there's probably... I couldn't even tell you how much money I put into StarCraft. I hope I broke even, but outside of tournaments too, I mean Twitch and all that and everything. Different things. Some stuff on the sidelines. Well, nice target fire, nice blink. The sentries helped out before, they're helping here. The Stalkers are going to win the fight, though. The Immortal falls. And it looks like Shameless going to take a pretty decent fight there. Barely holding, kind of. It kind of evens out in what it is, but the sentry loss is more gas. In a weird way that favors Mindle. Life is expensive nowadays. True. True. All right. Hold on a second, guys. Answering a message. I might actually ladder today, guys, too. It's Saturday. I'd like to get some stuff done, but I could leave tomorrow. Tomorrow I can take it easy and get shit done. I hope I actually get to bed early enough, because I know I'm going to have to force myself to wake up early tomorrow, because I was up way too late. I had to have gone to bed at least 5:30, 6 in the morning. And woke up at 2. For me to wake up at 2:30, definitely at least got my sleep. I ended up blowing off some stuff. I could technically still do it tonight, but I'm sorry, my friends, that I need help. I'm not even going to stress it. The weekend. This week, I'm going to have to force myself to do some stuff, so there'll be a little less streaming this week. I have a couple jobs I got to do after work, which is the last thing I want to do after work. And people are going to have to learn soon. My dentist is one thing. I don't want to burn bridges and shit, but I got to figure out what I can do, because it's getting ridiculous for some of these stuff. All right. It's going to be Disruptors and Charge from Shameless as a follow-up, which is normal-ish. The Disruptors is a little cheeky, going double robo as well. And this is going to be against Archons. And this is just Charge without Blink. Ay, 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 ay. Disruptor Man could potentially just own this. He even has Charge, too. The Archons can help. You know, it's Immortals, but... Mindle might be in some trouble. He does have the superior army size. He may get some superior A moves, both going for a 4th base. I think we have potential to be in a long one this time. Stuff's just gearing up in this game. We had some good fights, but at the end of the day, He is just starting, but this is definitely going to have to be a canceled fourth base as the Zealots come in. Upgrades are favoring Mindle in a bit. Right now, they're even Stevens, but he's going to have +2 ahead of Mr. Shameless. The Archon's coming in. This is a big push. We do have defensive disruptors coming out in 2s, and even a Dark Shrine coming behind it. Shameless is oversaturated, but I guess he just wants to keep his probes alive for now. I'm going to hate him going down to the 3rd or the natural with them. If that's the case, because he can immediately pull him to a 4th the moment he can take it. War Prism coming in is going to be damn annoying. Nothing to scout it. Nexus going down yet again. And that being said, the Observer is going to catch us. He pulls it back in time so it doesn't go down. But again, this War Prism is not scouted. Coming behind this. Disruptors are not scouted. Yeah, maybe, but oh, the Nova catches a Stalker and a Zealot. Not great, not horrible. Could be worse. This is going to be a bit of a problem, possibly. Shameless. Shameless is going for Observer speed. I do like that. That being said, there's nothing at home to defend, and it's going to be a multi-pronged attack setup for sure. Warping in the main. Oh, actually preemptive warping from Shameless. Very well done, but the 4th base is going to be canceled yet again. Shameless is mustering up an army, though. Oh, that's a kill, not a cancel. That said, look at how many Zealots are over here. Shameless is losing the fight because he does not have +2 of those Zealots. And a few more were able to be warped in. Dark Templar warped in defensively. There's no detection, but... Oh, man, this Forge is in trouble, even. Oh, fighting in the choke. That's so good because the DTs could only hit 1 Zealot at a time. The pathing would take forever. The SimCity working against him. It's kind of rough for Shameless. He does not lose the Forge at the moment. But guess what? There is the War Prism still here. A constant threat. And a reminder that he is in a rough spot, kind of. The game's still on. The army supply is good. The worker count's good. And that still keeps him in the game. The +2 is important. I wouldn't hate him dropping another Forge elsewhere. An extra Forge would probably make this a bit better of a fight. Mindle trying to keep these Zealots alive. Funnily enough, we have a Zealot scouting on the side. Maybe going into poke and prod at the 3rd base at some point. But Shameless is setting up for a fight, and I don't hate this. The army supply is pretty close to dead even. It is for a moment anyway. As these players approach max. Now, we have nothing back home to defend, though. And the War Prism is still a threat. We need some Stalkers. Oh, is that an F2? There's an F2. This War Prism is 100% F2'd. Oh, he is going to get the War Prism. The threat is now going to be... Oh! I think that was just mind games right there. Yeah, that is dead. And she's out. What a E-like. Shameless Kirktown. AKA Nika Pog Swirl. 5th base going down for Mindle. Losing an Nexus was rough, but that did not take him out of the game. In a weird way, I kind of like Shameless's position better because of the disruptors, etc. But we got Phoenixes coming out. Very smart move from Mindle. It's a lot of disruptors, though. Phoenixes are a hard count. It's a lot of Phoenixes. This is where it could get dicey. He's going to have like 1 Phoenix for each disruptor. That's kind of what you want, but the disruptors are going to try to zone. The Phoenixes don't want to get too brazen because there are a lot of Stalkers to defend. Zealots going over here. There's some static defense. Pylons are injured, but that's going to buy Shameless some time in this fight. The shield battery's out of range from the Zealots on the side, though. 1 photon cannon will go down. It is going to be perfectly defended as the engagement goes over here. All the disruptors are exposed, and the force fields come into play pretty heavily here. Do any of these Novas land? 1, 2 do. There were so many disruptors, but they've all gone down except for the 2 over here. 1 is certainly going to fall, more than likely going to fall, but there's not a lot that shoots up. Oh, and these units are getting picked off. Still, double disruptor production continuing. We do have Immortals and Phoenixes coming out on the other side from Shameless, and a bunch of Archons being made as well. Shameless is trying to get this 5th base. I do believe he may have... Let me take a look at this. Mindle's been leading economically because of all the damage, right? But Shameless has been keeping his army alive. He's been keeping his probes alive, and it's actually impressive. Hydrate Captain James Kirk. This is looking very close. Colossi coming out against Phoenix. Mamma mia. I don't know if I like this. All these Archons and stuff. A lot of power units with the Phoenix's support are going to pick off the Disruptors. I think he should have got off Disruptors. For a bit anyway. You can always go back. Takes a while for them to produce, but you can always go back. DT's fighting over here. The photon cannon goes down, unfortunately, for Mr. Mindle. Did he get observer speed? He did not. Shameless's tech is so much better. to a point where I wish he had blink DTs. Like, it's somewhere in here. If he gets blink, Shadow Stride is going to be really good. All right, guys, that sound that bad? Ay. No photon cannons, but there is an observer. The DTs are going to be just trying to fight into here. They should be able to take the fight. Zealots do a bit of damage to them. DTs are squishy, but at the end of the day... Oh my god, that's a pick-off. DT's caught some value. He did get Shadow Stride. My man did it, but that blink was not... Okay, it is enough to go on. Honestly, I wouldn't hate him taking him back and making Archons, but he's going to keep them as a constant threat. Shameless finally finding some fighting over here. This is a good series. Colossus with Fleet Beacon. Interesting. Did he build... He doesn't even have a Stargate. No Fleet Beacon either. But that's funny. That would actually be a rough spot. It's just Phoenixes for... Literally, the Phoenixes were there. Yeah, you can still use them to pick up Stalkers and such, but it's for the Disruptors. Obviously, Fleet Beacon should win that fight, but at the same time, carriers in small numbers and Tempest could actually be no bueno against Blink Stalkers with upgrades. Because you're just too behind on the upgrades at that point. Oh my god, the Nexus falls. These DTs have put in the work. Army supplies even, but the Disruptors are going to fall. The Phoenixes versus Colossus. The Colossus fighting just one Archon? I don't like this. Well, I guess that does trade out, but at the end of the day... Colossus and 3s are good against Zealots, and that's about it. They can help in the fight. Extended Thermal Lance is what makes them better, and he does have it. Attack of Shameless has been really good. GG, Shameless is going to secure the victory for Elfin. Wayne versus Milky Cow is coming up next. I'm going to take a brief break. This is going to be a TVZ. My boy, Mr. Wayne. Milky Cow versus Wayne, aka Rattata, aka Vanya, aka don't call him late for dinner. Had a shocker there. I have beer in the fridge still. It was left open. Oops. Rip. Let me tell you right now, it's the last thought in my mind. It's 6:30 on a Saturday in New York, but we put a few back. We put more than a few back. You know that? Yeah. Guys, give me a minute here. I know we're well into this, but we can take little breaks. We got 2 more series. This one, we have Forjumi versus Geralt to end things up. Again, this is the OSC 2024 first mid-season playoffs in the first day. We're halfway through it. Check them out. I'm going to try to pull up the site, oscesports.com. Sometimes we have a little loading it. Trouble loading it. It's going. They got a lot of data on there. Does load a little slower sometimes, and here we are. Check it out. Look at how far this goes back. The Hall of Fame is interesting. They actually do Hearthstone tournaments as well. We're looking here. This hasn't been updated in a bit for looks like, but we obviously we're in 2024. There's all the different events, Masters, Cups, etc. I've put in some money in some of them too. They're pretty awesome. Let's see here. Most tournaments won in a season. Cham, Cristiano have the awards going back, as you see. Peg actually started. It was 2013. It started as Oceanic Starcraft League. It's funny to see the players that won over time, though. Pig won the first one. Then we have Bion, or Gumiho, Solar. I think Bion won, yeah, this one. Neeb, Solar again. Pure Clem. Look at how young Clem was in 2020. Funny to see how young Clem is in retrospect. He's getting a little older now. Shows you how young these guys are. Or old, respectively. We're not calling Pig out and calling him old. We're all getting older. All right. Shall we get into game number 1? Hey, what the fuck? Milky Cow played in an alt account or what? This was played pre-patch, so these are going to take a little longer to load up. I got to download shit for each one. That's kind of rough. And Blizzard's throttling. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Nothing we could have done better here, company. That's how fast it's downloading. Jesus, this is going to be rough to cast these. We got to wait this long. It's going to take quite a while to get each one in. Should go to the store after this. I mentioned I might ladder after, but how this is going, I don't know. This is like brutal. It's going to be like this for the next potentially possibly 6 games. We don't know how it's going to play out, but these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to game 3 in each series.
Hey!
For
Who
Jumi.
wants to have some fun?
For Jumi, thanks for the raid. We're going to be casting you, for Jumi. Did you have a good stream, amigo? You're the next series. But unfortunately, I hope yours aren't of all the replays. Yep. OSC mid-season playoffs. No spoilers. No spoilers, please. How you doing, brother? For Jumi, I almost messaged you, but I was freaking out last night. And not freaking out, but I did a tournament last night. And it's stupid late for you. And you probably would have played if you were up. And I'm like, I couldn't think it. I'm trying to just hit people up because it was the honorary Dave's a fucking crazy lunatic. Let's spend money because we got raided by ESL. It was like probably like 12 o'clock. Oh, your girlfriend? Yeah, man. I don't blame you. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. In the red, representing Starlight Twinkle, it is Wayne Vanya Rattata. Again, don't call him late for dinner. And his opponent in the upper right, he's blue in his Milky Cow. Well, I hope you guys had a good time, man. And I hope you had a good stream. But you know, Dave, if I got like a massive raid like that, sometimes it's been a while. I'm like, you know what? People don't, well, I mean, I don't know. I was saying some pretty choice words on the ladder, so I didn't want to get myself in trouble. When I saw Sinistro in chat, too, I was like, I should probably not ladder right now because I'm fucking tilted. CC first, possibly? Is it going to be? It's CC first for Milky Cow. This is going to be fun. So he's probably thinking of Mariners. On a gold base, that's actually like Omega based. Wayne opening standard. Gonna be A-OK for Milky Cow. Oh, have a good night, y'all. Go to bed. Guys, make sure you follow for Jumi. But yeah, get some rest, amigo. Thank you for the raid again. And sleep well. Alright, here we go. It's SCV going out, getting some information. I am debating going out after a bit. Do some chopping. I like the SCV scout. This is definitely gonna look. Is the Overlord gonna see it finish up? He is. So he knows this is a delayed barracks. And I think he's gonna open. Oh, he's opening with a Marine. Okay, no reactor. Kaido, did you finally get a day off? A couple days off or something? It's nice seeing you around. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, maybe you finally got a little break ski. Cuckoo, what's up? Who is this Terran? It is Milky Cow. I don't know. I think he's on an alt account. Goriatsaski? Goriatsaski? Cuckoo, go. How you doing, bud? You doing okay on this Saturday? Mr. Almost Beaten Skillless in a 2-0, man. I'm sorry I didn't bring that up before, but that was actually really impressive. Even though you didn't win, that still counts in my book. That was damn close. That game 2 was sick. Game 1 was... game 1 even counted. Graf would be very proud of you. For game number 1. I'll make you blush. Nah, man, it's all good. Rochi boys is a smart response from Mr. Wayne. Wayne's a terrifying Zerg. I'm sorry people don't agree with me. Wayne is a really, really terrifying Zerg player. I think in any matchup. His DBZ is actually on point too. If Forjumi was awake, I'm sure he would agree with me. Wayne's a pretty good dude, too. Alright, Roach spanking that ass in the Hellion. Haven't got paid, so you had to quit this. Wow, they haven't paid you at all? That's fucked up. Oh man. Well, dude, I don't blame you for quitting. If you're not getting paid, don't fucking go to work. Fuck that. Even if you need... You're just dictating English lessons. They pay you for that at least, right? I know it's not your main money, but I would hope they do. Because you got, you know, we're doing the schooling and everything else too. Marauders trying to get out, and oh my god, the surface area. Okay, he has enough surface area to defend this. The 2 Cyclones and the Marauder are going to put short work to this. 1 Marine. Actually, the Cyclone's going to get the Overlord, and this is actually a good defense from Mr. Milky Cow. Hellion's going to go down, but you know what? I don't think it matters. The Roach is... Okay, the Roach kind of going on the sidelines. Yeah, this is held. Held and well held. Very well done by Milky Cow. Oh, and Overlord's rallying across the map. Yeah, this could be a problem. Drones back here could be punished now with the Cyclones, the Marines, the Marauder. I don't think we need more Marauder. Actually, I don't hate it. It's Roaches. Metabolic boost coming down. We do have Carapace behind us, so he could transition back into Ling Bane. But all the trades... Definitely, yeah, I mean, it's only 5 Roaches, but 2 Overlords definitely make this juicy for a Terran player. Oh, another Overlord going down for Wayne. And that's going to leave a mark by saving the SCV, or the SCVs, the drones. It's funny. How you doing, Gene Sim? I need to go in there and bully them to pay him in Argentina. True. I think Yeti'd do a better job of that. For some reason, I'm not that threatening. right, here we are, guys, as we are gaming. Milky Cow is putting some power in, but Wayne is holding on. I really don't like taking the gold for Zerg, but if he's going roaches, I mean, it makes sense. He's finally getting some lings up, but behind us, yeah, and Milky Cow is just constantly rallied over here. I kind of don't like that. He ain't winning that fight fully. It's still a hold. Well, I guess eventually with this stuff coming in, he does have Stim. Marine's good unit and all. Oh, Wayne! Just lost a lot of Zerglings. All right, guys. Tater Tutor is a mirage in the Arizona desert. That's funny. Oh, nice, Jane. Sam, you did a little... Were you biking or walking? That was 18 kilometers. You did a bike ride. Nice. A little shitty out today, but I mean, it's... I would actually go for a walk. I'm debating taking a break after. AKA being done stream and maybe walking. It's probably going to be dark by then. This might be a little light. I might be able to get a couple of laps in across the street at least. Roasted Bile's gonna go and land. They are gonna be dodged from Wayne. Ah, the Ling's making their way in here. That's not a wall. One Ravager put... Wow, that's actually funny to see. The one Ravager cancels the CC for the fourth... Actually, third base. Wait, what happened? Did I miss something? I did miss something. We missed that... Milky Cow moved his base from gold over there. That's kind of funny. This game is kind of spicy. Milky Cow is just obsessed with hitting his base, but the defense has been really good from Wayne. Yeah, this isn't horrible from Wayne. Getting Lings out. He's staying on Carapace only. If he could sneak out... I really would have liked to see them sneak out another Evo and get a Baneling nest. Truth be told. But sticking to Roach Ravager with Lings the buffer, get surrounds is kind of nice. Alright, here we are, guys, as we get into it. Nice little pick off, and Queen's gonna fend his back. The one Ravager finally getting dealt with. That's hilarious. I kind of want to go back and take a look at how many kills that Ravager had. This game is scrappy as shit. In shower and lunch, you'll be back and twerk. Funny, Gene Sim. Alright, +2 infantry weapons. Oh, actually, +3 infantry weapons in the way. Milky Cow just had one eBay, but he is going to go up against a +2 Zerg. The +3 is going to be nice, though. He started +2 armor. Okay, he did get another eBay, and he obviously has the armory. Creep isn't cleared off. He's fighting on creep, so he might want to be careful. Forcing even more damage. One medevac going down. Oh! He is going to have to pay attention to the fight, but... Oh, he's not paying attention to the fight! What is he paying attention to? Oh, it's a Ling run by over here is why Liberators and a couple of Marines are going to try to hold it. 11 workers fall, and none... Well, man, okay, now this is a nasty position. He's not going to get the drones, and I was going to say the drones are the important thing, but that was a sick run by from Wayne. Killing the front, killing the eBay, denying the +2 infantry armor. Still, this is a 2-base Zerg to a now 3-base Terran. What a game. This is actually pretty crazy stuff. No, he's absolutely fine. Look at the army. He's leading an army. Wayne is in a terrible position. But he did a fantastic job with that run by. One Ravager! Oh my god, it's such a meme. He's back again. It's his brother, George. Oh no, there's no micro. Okay, never mind. He loses a Marine, that's well worth it. Marine for a Ravager is a fantastic trade any day of the week. No hatchery going down for Wayne. He's just trying to... Wayne is looking like he's in a horrible position right now. Very unlucky for him. Corrosive Bile is going to hit the tank, but only one, so these are going to stay alive for now. Quite clumped up or not, they're still going to be powerhouses. Oh, nice micro from Milky Cow. Dodges the Corrosive Bile. Does eat some on the medevac, but GG is called, and, well, Milky Cow is going to take it. For game number 1. With me, guys. Oh man, it logs me off again too, so I gotta do something else in the link. Fortunately, it's going to kick us out each game on this series. Maybe not. Maybe the second one. Yeah, it is. Who's the Terran? It's Milky Cow. We don't know the results. This could go to game 3. Could just be a 2-game series. Yep. Hey, Mitz. Cats are bugging me for El Wet Udo. Oh, I couldn't even say it. They know what it is. I'm trying to break it up. They know what it means. Cats are smarter than they seem sometimes. Other times, not so much. Trying to plan this out. I need to think of something to eat too. I do. We'll start this out. I'm gonna see the other series. Let me see here. Oh, these are all old replays. Unfortunate, because this went over like a span of maybe a month, a couple weeks. I think it was about almost a month, at least a couple weeks of time, and we had a couple patch. Well, we had a patch. It would have been between 2. Yeah. Dating what I want to do. Either way, even if I do decide to ladder, I'm definitely taking a break. Oh, sorry, wrong game. All right, going on to game 2. Yeah, he did have a good defense, but I just think it wasn't enough. And Wayne didn't have the problem was he didn't have any attack upgrades for his Zergling. So, I mean, he's opening Roach Ravager. I don't blame. He had to kind of bust that because if Terran's on that gold base on a CC first, that is going to punish the hell out of Zerg. Oh, wrong score. We go now. We're set to go. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner. Post Youth in the red. Up for Wayne. The opponent in the bottom left. Yeah, it looks a lot like Gretzky. It's Goriot Soski. No, it's Milky Cow in the blue. Goriot Solski. Goriot Soski. I have no idea how to say it. Well, what happened is, you know, when you go to patches after, as to download the previous patches when replays get old enough. We had broken replays before, but it's going to take longer to run some. This one didn't take that long, so this one was played just in time. It was the patch before the other patch. Thank God we didn't have to download that again. Double gas. Is this going to be 2-Rax Reaper or something? Milky Cow is cooking for this game. Man, he's just going to hatch first. He's got the mix of gold, and I like this. Like, sometimes you'll see Zerg go, oh, I'm going to get cheeky and go for the gold base against Terran. On this map, I don't really agree with that. Wayne is smarter. In either case, it's good because you have those just 3 mineral patches is pretty nice with gold. There was no patch notes. Yeah, just bug fixes. I don't know what ones they were, but we used to get those all the time. If you guys remember back, we'd have like a patch that actually did stuff. We're even going back to like 2019, 2020, it stalled a little bit. We still would get those bug fixes. We used to get quite a bit. Okay, it's Barracks Factory. Is he going to play mech or is he going for some kind of weird little push? Interesting opener from Milky Cow. He could be going for something spicy here, guys. Could be a little cheesy. Are we in for a build from the sewers? And find out. Could be like a fast Hellion build. It looks like he's rallying Reapers and Hellions. I don't know. Just thinking of Theory was in earlier. He showed us an old Wings of Liberty build that still works out. It's so different. Yeti didn't even know it. That cheese that he had, which was like the weirdest Hellion timing I've ever seen. And it was like so good for how nobody, Zerg would expect it. Nick Milky is hot nipples translation. Oh, the nickname of Milky. That's hilarious. Hot nipples? Because of Milky Cow. Meaning like udders probably, right? That is fucking based as shit. RV007. That is fucking funny shit. Hot nipples. I'm gonna screenshot this and send this to Milky Cow. It does directly translate to hot nipples, but I always imagine that might be something with the cow. Oh, he's going for the drone. I don't know if that... Weird game. Already. Command center just finishing up. Wait, what? Why did he... Why would you cancel the tech lab? He canceled the tech lab because he wanted to get Hellions? I get it, but that's kind of sucks. The boy was cooking, and I think he had to change his plan. This is starting to remind me of like a Goomy Ho game. Oh, the queen goes down. Another one may as well. The grenade. Yeah, oh, it's definitely going down. Maybe not with the Lings and a couple core. Yeah, oh no, that's definitely dead, but he's going to may lose Reapers. 2 queens. What an amazing catch. This is a little cheeky from our Russian Terran player. Milky Cow always brings on a fun. Is this going to be Cloak Banshee? Oh, for sure. For sure. Is it better to open CC first in this map? I would think so, but look at all the damage that's being dealt. This is a 2-base Zerg, even with the gold patches. Yeah, it's now going into 4 minutes. He's killed a couple queens. He's trading out links. He's lost nothing. I'm going to jinx him, but he literally lost no units. Yeah, I mean, some of these maps, I'm surprised Wayne didn't veto some of this. I can see it being okay for ZVT, but I don't know why Wayne would play these maps for the life of me. I sure as shit would, is Zerg. Fuck that. Like, yeah, if you got some cheeky plans, maybe, but don't see it in this patch. Cloak Banshee's gonna be pretty good, but we do have a couple spores going down the layers on the way. The 3rd base is finally underway for Wade. Banshee is gonna be scouted. 2nd Banshee on the way, but I don't know. This is like a weird state of the game right now between these two. Double Evo going down after the layer. Cloak's finishing up. At least it's a fun one. A couple SCVs right here. Why does this feel so much like Gooby Ho to me? That being said, Wayne trying to get a counterattack. There's no repair. The Banshee can help out over here, but he needs to get repair of these supply depots. Is going to do so. And that is going to force Wayne off. This Banshee going up, trying to get some damage. But there's too many queens. He throws the Banshee, but I don't know. Again, he traded so efficiently earlier. Still think he's in a fantastic spot. Oh, they're going right into the mineral line. There's just a couple lings to defend. 1 queen is right here. 7 drones falling is a nice catch from Milky Cow, but losing all these Hellions can be rough. He hopes to get some more, get some lings at least. He's not going to get any more drones. I'd say 8 drones. Considering how the economy is, I think that is definitely worth it. Wayne's down only on 38 drones to 47 workers for Milky Cow. What is going on is Milky Cow is getting a lot of damage done, and it seems a little weird for trades, probably to some of you. It does to me too, but as you look at it, it's spelled out right here. Wayne's economy's rough, and he's going into Ling Bane. Those upgrades won't be done for a while. Centrifugal hooks sure as shit won't. You could make Banelings, but against Terran, without it off creep, it's kind of rough. At least that's how it always feels when I'm playing Zerg, but it could be the operator. Nah, we all know it's rough. I'm memeing. Very clearly is it rough, especially now since the Banes have been nerfed. No, I know, Wayne is. I mean, we're starting it. There are times we're seeing stuff from the patch, but I don't know. Maybe they, between the two of them, Milky Cow could have just been cracked. He's a really good Terran player, but Wayne is definitely the favored one. Terran, good unit. Speechless. But I think this build caught him off guard. I think he was expecting like a CC first, or at least a Reaper fast expanded. That was not the play. Not the play at all. It's going to be a big push. 1-1's going to be finished up here. Actually, funnily enough, it's done ahead and 2-2 started before. Upgrades-wise, Wayne is in a good spot. We got a couple of Lings there. Ling and a Changeling to scout. Siege tank. Siege and... Oh, no! Double medevac drop into a spore. Uh-oh. Okay, he catches on even with the annoyance. One Ling killing a tank would be... Feels bad, man. All right, he's got to pull these medevacs back. Yeah, you don't want to lose. Ah, he went forward and took even more damage. Not like this Milky Cow, but I think he's still sitting pretty. There is a fourth base. It is gold for Wade. He finally managed to get up a little bit. He's still in this, and the boy is up ahead on upgrades. 2-2 is not even started because the armory's not done. Combat shields are underway, however. So over time, this is going to get rough for... Honestly, it's going to could get rough for Milky Cow, but his army's pretty good. The tanks are in a good position. I like the supply depot. Kind of. A little strange, but the tank is unfortunately going to go down. There's a lot of bio here. And 4 medevacs are going to be kind of nice for our Russian Terran player. Russian TBZ. Nice stutter stepping from Milky Cow through all this. Eating a lot of surrounds. I have to be careful of Banelings on creep especially, but the Queens are body blocking the Banes, which is not ideal for our Zerg player. But the Marines are clumped up. Tank's gonna try to help. Oh, nice splits. Those were decent splits at the end of it from Milky Cow. I was surprised he didn't have some before. Banelings are being made, so it's gonna have to be respected. There's a lot of creep over here. No scans available, I would imagine. Their Zerg player desperately trying to go into Hive with 2-2 finishing up. Wayne is between a rock and a hard place right now. He lost his 4th base. He's down on army supply. More in production. In fact, I think we're just going to see the end of it. The Banelings are falling. Not really getting the greatest connect. Getting some nice run by in the end. Isn't going to be enough. How are we going to see it right here, right now? Is Milky Cow going to take him down to Kirktown? My boy Wayne. Oh, not like this. GG. And it is a 2-0. Was Wayne drunk when playing this series? He could have been. I think he didn't play bad. Milky Cow is playing really... He had some mistakes, but Milky Cow is playing really well. Were those Banes burrowed? Honestly, I'll admit it, I wasn't paying attention. Ballistics. Let's see what we get here now, guys. We have our final series coming up. It is Geralt versus Forjumi. My boy, Mr. Forjumi and Geralt. Two of my Protoss buds for a long time. Geralt stayed up to all fucking hours of the night last night to play against Skillis in the finals. I need to talk to those boys too about the prize pool. If I do ladder, it's gonna be pushing the prize pool. Help Dave out. I'd really like to just keep it at $100 for me. But I know I said what I said. Yeah. So our final maps of today. I might break this up so I have a separate VOD. So yeah, I'll just highlight it after. All right, let's get into game number 1. I'm going to try to knock her out. We could only have 2 games. We may have 3. The final series. Big thanks to OSC again and Eddie. This is what it is. The OSC mid-season playoffs. Check them out. Please consider supporting the Ko-Fi. And if you want to join up, there's a monthly membership. You can win passes in certain tournaments. Depending on the dollar amount and what we have for OSC sponsored tournaments. See what happens here. Anyway, here we are spawning in the upper left-hand corner. My man from Germany. He's a fun guy from Platinum Heroes. Or Jumi. He's now a Platinum Hero too, guys. The opponent in the bottom right. In the red. Representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Geralt. Technically, I've been on teammates with both these guys. Or Jumi was on Berserker for a while too, but I used to be on right when I got on Psystorm, the old joke was I scared Jumi off of Psystorm Gaming when I joined, and I was on that team. It's actually pretty funny to me, but he left like literally like it was like the day after or something. It was just coincidence. Before I think he went. Did he go to Berserker then? Yeah, I think he was in Berserker then. Could be mistaken. It was either Berserker or K10 right then. It's been a while. Kind of funny to see team shuffles this long into Starcraft. It is kind of cool to see, though, too. More teams means the game is not totally dead. As much as it seems sometimes, it's definitely not. All right. A little bit delayed cybernetics core for both of them. Got a little bit of tomfoolery over here with pylons being dropped and memes going down. Of course, Jumi's going to start that. Geralt can get a little memey too. He might drop the pylon in the mineral line. That's a Geralt special. I'd love to see it. Geralt's got like a patent on that shit, guys. It's not even a matter of a copyright. It's a patent. He invented that shit practically. Yeah, other people have done it, but Geralt's done it so much. We got to give the player something sometime. I think I'm going to give him that. It's kind of like where we saw Nina block Estrella's gas, putting the pylon over in that side yesterday in ESL. Stalker Sentry going down for Jumicus. Oh no, for Geralt. What am I saying? Double Adept for Jumicus. And the funny thing is, even the sentries, even in PvP, dealing with the adepts is interesting because in the past with light, and there were light armor, having them change to just kind of mid-tier no armor is kind of cool how it plays out, because before adepts would just Shrek sentries, now they're a little tankier. Little stuff that happens like that can be huge, but and then the funnier part too is they get rid of the little shields on the adepts pretty quickly. It's kind of funny to see an actual change in PvP, that we're seeing more diversity of unit comps and different builds. That pylon's annoying. Or it's a shield battery. Sorry, Geralt's doing it defensively because he's got to deal with the depths. Scouts at the adepts actually getting great work on the stalker, and I think they didn't get the sentry, but Geralt's gonna lose his stalker and the adept is gonna live. Wow. Pretty sick micro from Jumi actually in that situation, but it happens. Just a hallucination. It is a Stargate for Jumi of the double stalker, which is pretty standard. Still got a Nexus at a good time. It's a little later when you open Stargate, obviously, and the thing is, if you scout it, it's not going to be that great. There's no unit in the wall. The shield battery up here is actually going to provide high ground, low ground healing. It's going to be a point of interest for the one stalker for a moment. Jumi not paying attention to the stalkers. He's distracted because he wants to get worker kills, but with the shield battery, one adept is not going to do it. The other one was too injured before. So where it seemed a little rough in the beginning, it's actually all right for Geralt. Does shut down the 2 adepts. Did we cancel the Oracle, or is he holding them off? No, he didn't. It just was still finishing. All right, For Jimmy did manage to get a Twilight, but Geralt's going to have a little lead on Blink. Might be a significant lead. Yeah, For Jimmy's not started it yet. He simply put doesn't... Oh, he does have the money. For Jimmy, what are we doing? Oh, he's going DTs. It's Proxy Darkshrine, guys. And Geralt is going Twilight. This could be a short one. Well, no, Robo's there. Geralt's expecting it. Good defense from Geralt here. The Robo's sure... he's got to be going for an observer, truthfully. From what he's scouting, that just makes sense. Stargate into DTs is based. Very base for Jumicus. Very based. I'm a fan of this. It's just like a kind of a mind game, because you're investing all this gas into a Stargate and the 2 Oracles. You're going into Blink behind it, and he's scouting all that. Blink's later, but the pro bono side for him is he can go, well, maybe you don't have detection. Well, Geralt, playing it safe is actually going to really help him. See, he could go for an Immortal, and that could buy some time for the DTs to get some work, maybe cancel the 3rd base or make its way in the natural. But this is scouted fully. The DTs are going to have to try to get something done. Oracle is coming in. Oracles and DTs, though, changes this quite a bit. The Observer is coming out. Actually, the DTs and the Oracles could have fought off these Stalkers down here. Observer's out there. Rev tag hits the Observer, but there's nothing to shoot the Observer down. Blink is done for Geralt. I think the jig is up. That's a bit of money invested in this proxy, of course, too. Or Jimmy's going to try to be aggressive. Blink is not done for the second. The Stasis Ward is going to go down, but there is an Observer out. 2 Observers out, actually, for Geralt. That can be taken down in either way. He just needs to defend. Geralt with a massive army supply advantage right now. It's kind of unfortunate. The second for Jumi, I'm saying, is getting a 3rd Nexus, and he's trying to tech up and get it into a Robo of his own in a Forge. Geralt started his +1 behind this. Geralt not really microing too hard there. Okay, is the shield battery way behind? I wouldn't hate it. You don't really need a second one all the time, but I think in a game like this, it's not a unwise decision. Beautiful force fields from Geralt, too. All right, let's see how this plays out. Geralt being a little too aggressive. I don't know how much I agree with that Blink, and especially now that there is a Stasis Wardy right there. That's right, Stasis Wardy. I've called him that for some time. Every so often I bring it up. Wardy didn't get a commentator voice pack thing, but he's going to get a Dave Testa calls it a Stasis Wardy in his honor. All right, guys? Just how she rolls. It's how the cookie crumbles over here. Oh, nice catch of these Stalkers on the side, but Big Daddy Immortals 1v69ing these Stalkers while the recalls force for Jumi. This ain't looking good for him. The army supply is lower. He does have the 3rd base, but Geralt's had his for a bit as well. Dark Templar trying to make his way in. Geralt's reinforcing with some of his Stalkers. Needs to pull Observers back. Is going to recall immediately after this. The Observer is... 2 Observers recalled back. And the Immortal pops as the Dark Shrine is now finally a point of interest. Observer for Jumi is going back. He does have a Stasis. Well, that Stasis Ward's going to go down, and he's taking a serious beating here. How you doing, Sibba John? All right, as we get into it, guys, we'll see what happens here. Geralt looks like he's probably going to take this one. It's PvP. It's a little early to tell in my eyes. I'd like to see him go right into +2. We aren't seeing that for the moment. He's building a lot of army. I like that. But starting your +2 is pretty important. Or you can pull a hero and go into +1 armor. Or +1 armor, yes. That finishes a little quicker and still adds punch if you're going Stalkers and Immortals and such. Even Zealots. Ooh, Sentry is a juicy target, though. Sentry's gonna be helpful for Guardian Shields, maybe even Hallucination or Force Field and off. Especially on ramps. It'd be very clutch. Even with Blink Stalkers. You get him sandwiched in after a Blink, amongst other things. And here they are, they're just gonna segment the army, even some unable to hit. And that +1 advantage really coming in here for a minute before Jumi's got some behind it. Can he hold? 5 workers are fallen. And there's going to be a little disengagement here for a moment as we get into it. Robo Bay coming down, second robotics facility as well. I have to see what happens here. I like the pylon for Drell. It's not necessarily just for like a proxy because on his side of the map, it's for scouting. Right, so Geralt with the 4 base economy. 4 Jumi is well on 4 bases. I said 3 base before. They kept up on base count. Geralt looking like he's in a better spot going into the double robo disruptor production. He did keep up on his +2. He has a little bit of a lead charge coming up for a follow-up. 4 Jumi already has it, but that being said, he's got a Dark Shrine as well. Definitely like Geralt's position a little bit better. 5th base going down for Jumi first. For Jumi's not dead, but he has certain things in his disadvantage for sure. One being the army supply. One thing about PvP though is, this is an awkward fight. The recall is actually kind of smart. Geralt recalling to his 3rd base is going to have units here to defend. Pylon's actually coming in clutch right there. Observer does fall on the high ground. Geralt actually dropping another pylon here for... that's probably for Zealot warping. There's an observer of this army. 4 Jumi really wants to be... should be careful here, but Geralt's sitting here posturing with the disruptor. I love it. That's good defense. If nothing else, you're going to zone. So nobody wants to engage a disruptor where you can't see it and you don't have good vision. Charge is not done for Geralt, and this 5th base is probably going to have to be canceled. In fact, I'm sure of it. Does get the cancel. It is not a kill. 3 disruptors up for Geralt is kind of scary. He does catch a bunch of the stalkers. There is a blink available. Unfortunately for Geralt, catches one of his own zealots, and there is one to defend up here for Geralt rather was good to take a 5th base. Proxy is going to mean some DTs warping in for Geralt. Is there any static? There is a shield battery and a photon cannon. This is a slow warping, so the DTs are still going. The zealots are going to scout this for sure, but there's an engagement going on, which is more important for the moment. And again, photon cannon, a couple zealots. Zealots killing the pylon, but 4 Jumi is in some trouble, even with battery overcharge. That cannon's going to fall as the army continues. They're all trying to take a 5th base. A recall is forced back to deal with the Dark Templar with the Observer and Immortal and a couple Stalkers. Purification Nova does pick off 4 Zealots. We do catch a couple Stalkers on the flank. Nova catches another one of Gerald's own Zealots, unfortunately. You didn't see it? Well, he saw the proxy pylon, but he didn't see the DTs. You might say he didn't see him coming forward. Jumi managed to get disruptors behind this, but now his worker count's looking a little rough. Go into this. I believe that is my girlfriend. All right. Hopefully I can finish up the whole series, and then I'm going to take a brief break. Find something else to do. I don't know if I want a ladder. I might actually end it. We'll see. Jaws go to another school? Question mark? Purification Nova does catch some of it. I don't know, Sibba John. I might want a ladder. I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll at least take a break. And I'll probably send you guys off somewhere after. Well, crazy fight. Disruptor coming in from 4 Jumi does take out one of Geralt's disruptors, does injure the Immortal. One does fall. The second one is in trouble. 4 Jumi has an army supply advantage. So a lot of it's tied up over here. Geralt with his blink DT is trying to get away from the Observer. So I think there is a possibility he wins that. No, there's too many zealots. The zealot stalker combo is too much. Geralt decides to fight it, but he's fighting back. Is Forge Jumi gonna take this one, guys? He got double Forge behind this somewhere in between it, and I love that idea. We're still gaming. When Forge Jumi found his footing back, he defended well. And somehow this game is not looking as cut and dry anymore. Oh, Nova comes in for Geralt, catches a Disruptor and a Stalker for the forward blink. Nice splits from Geralt there with the Zealots. He did lose a lot. And when you're in Blink, Stalker, Disruptor, oh my god. Nice micro from Jumi picking up the Prism. Oh, Geralt accidentally kills his Stalker and his Zealot. Friendly fire. To quote Jim Carrey, I'm kicking my own ass. All right, DT's back again. The Invisible Men going, but there's a lot of static defense in the fifth base rather of Forge Jumicus Maximus. Forge Jumi may have noticed this. There's an observer right there for sure. The War Prism coming in with one immortal drop. It's not a 2 immortal drop. It's a 1 immortal drop from Forge Jumi. Maybe he just had he saved that immortal, maybe forgot about it. He's probably just gonna go warping Zealots. Stalkers are positioning around. See the Warp Prism, but Nova's go in favor of Forge Jumi for a second for the first one, but there's still 3 more from Geralt. Nice catch on some workers. That's pretty beat up Nexus, but here we go. Warping from Forge Jumi. All Stalkers with the 1 or more. Oh, Stalkers and Zealots. Never mind, that actually is for Geralt. That's rough for Forge Jumi. He lost an Immortal and a Warp Prism right there. And, that's all she wrote. Forge Jumi's down 17 workers now. Geralt leading pretty handedly with a 6 base going down. Going with just 4 Stalkers. Going to deny a base yet again. Geralt's going to have to defend this if he wants to take it. He has more Disruptors, more Stalkers. Doesn't have the vision. Forge Jumi does. The Observer for the moment is going to, after all. Forge Jumi coming with Zealots behind it. Catches the Observer. That's actually really nice. Geralt with some good defense yet again. Take a look at the upgrades. It's 3. Wow, Forge Jumi has double armor, so he's going into shields now. Forge Jumi is leading in our upgrades, technically. Once this finishes, for sure. He still kind of is. Protoss LP. What up, Flapjack? Oh my god, the Novas are good. They're big. They're fighting. The DT actually a factor in this fight as the other Disruptor or the other Observer goes down. GG is calling. Geralt's going to take game number 1. See how long we got. Possibly final game. We'll see if we get a game 3 or not. We get into game number 2. How long we got until what? Game was a banger. Oh, until we're done. This is the last series. We'll see if I ladder later. I don't know. I'm feeling it. How my games have been already. I think I'm gonna go stretch out and do some stuff. We'll see. All right. Anyway, here we are, spawning the upper left-hand corner of Ghost River. In the red, it is Geralt for Psystorm Gaming. His opponent in the blue is my boy as well from Platinum Heroes. It is Forge Jumi. Now that game was actually a lot of fighting. Very good Protoss play. And true Kaido, Protoss is OP against Protoss.
Giddy up.
Actual facts. Hey, thanks for the follow to Xavier Esports. See what we get here. Possible final game. We don't know yet. We will find out. We've had a lot of bops. We had a lot of mirror matches. Obviously, PvP tends to be a thing we get a lot of, but it was fun. We started off with a ZVZ into a TBT. 2 PvPs, then we had a ZVT finally. And this is the conclusion. some upsets too. I mean, Milky Cow versus Wayne was... Yeah, Milky Cow was playing really well. And that's not to say Milky Cow is just any scrub. I think he's a very good Terran player. Sometimes underrated Terran player, in fact. For Jimmy up the shenanigans. He's 100% going to proxy. Or at least metagame proxy pylon. Maybe it's just the metagame. And again, guys, this is the OSC Mid-Season Championship. You can check them out at oscesports.com. !OSC in my chat, and you will have links to also the Ko-Fi, amongst other things. Please do check them out, and also follow their Twitch channel and Twitter. Oh, Geralt with the pylon block, blocking for Jumi's probe out and getting a scout. He's probably not going to keep it there. It's pretty common. You want to get the scout on the units. But he trapped his own probe in. In a way, I kind of don't like it, because your probe's going to go down for sure. Oh, Geralt's just going to leave it there. Geralt getting spicy over here. Is he going to go for a Nexus after all? He doesn't have the money for it. He's going for a Robo. Mamma mia. Or GB. Seems like he just wants to expand, possibly. He's got a gas bank. We'll see. I'm not completely sold. Going double stalker. Interesting. No sentries. No tech. They're going for a Nexus. They're all going for a Nexus as well with the Robo. SC's just got the Robo for safety. Not so much after all. Faster. But you can get out an Immortal faster. From all the chaos he caused right there. One pylon. Guys, there's an old quote I had. You want to know what that is? Huh? You want to know? Too bad. You're going to know anyway. 100 minerals is always worth your opponent's sanity. Said that a long time ago. And I stand by it. We saw it happen and why it was important in this game. Nice work on some of this. All right, 3 sentries and 2 stalkers. They're all going for a warp prism before Jimmy going for Twilight behind this. This does kind of imply that Geralt would be going for Robo. And after watching a lot of these games lately... Oh, Geralt is going to lose a Stalker. Saves 1. Had to use a recall earlier. Geralt is going to get the block on the Adept Shades. They are going to go right in there. Oh, yeah, he's going to... Forjumi's going to complete that Shade. Throw in some Shade. A couple Stalkers and Sentries are going to take care of the shield battery for the moment. Geralt's going to clean some of it. 3 workers going down. He does have the Warp Prism. Big Daddy Immortal coming behind. Wait, what is Geralt doing? Why would you pick up and chase this down? Oh, nice micro. Well, for Jimmy going for 3rd base. And the metagame proxy pylon serves the second purpose of a scout. How you doing, Fractal Cackle? We're just winding down for the day with our last series for the OSC mid-season playoffs. Unfortunately, I couldn't pay full attention to the stuff in ESL, and I wanted to. I woke up hella late, even though I felt bad, you know. But it is what it is. Oh, your chair came, Flapjack? That's really good. Good stuff, brother. Blink is about to finish for Forjumi, but I don't think it's going to matter. He only has 10 army supply. Some of this has fallen, and the 3rd base is likely to have to be canceled. And I just don't think he has the supply. Yeah, that Nexus is going down no matter what. Funny seeing how the sentries play into that. They just shoot through everything. And the shields with all these power units, a couple more, well, and immortal, and just all these stalkers. Or Jimmy's gonna try to send it, but he doesn't have much to send with. Even with battery overcharge, this is just too powerful of an army. Gerald's still gonna want to keep his War Prism alive. Nice micro with the War Prism. Ghetto Blink against Blink. And then force fields, I think, unfortunately for Jumi. Alright, going to be enough to end it. Yeah, there's even defensive units back here. Gerald's been producing behind it. The 2-base all in is the follow-up. I think this may be Ogre, guys. The final game of the final series. Jumi trying to get something done. Only has 2 stalkers. He's desperately trying to recall. Kind of coping with the situation here. He knows it's over, but we'll see. He's got his last fight. Trying to do something, but the natural even falling as well is not a spot you want to be in with 20 probes. Your Raw is going to take it in a 2-0. Rip Jumi. Rip Mr. Judy. Well, these were some pretty good games today. I think they were pretty good. All right, guys. I think I am going to do that. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to call my girlfriend. You know what? I'm just going to raid out. You know what? You know who we haven't raided a bit at? Mr. Hub. Oopsaya. GG's, guys. I might be back. I'm at least taking a break, though, for sure. It's possible I'm back. We'll find out. See if I feel like ladder. I might play a game offline and call it after. Pup is eating something right now. See you guys. I'll catch you later.